Oh, sorry, just put my trombone away. Hello, welcome back to Crafters TV. It's time for a masterclass with a little bit of sprinkle of some tangling as well going to be happening, because Sandra has been with us all day and she is back again from Sanntangle. Slightly shorter, more condensed little visit this last one because, well, let's face it, Sandra, we don't have much left, do we?
No. And do you know what? I'm so pleased that everybody out there has liked what we've brought today. I mean, of course, you know, I draw these things and I like to draw them, and I just hope that you like to use them. So it's nice, especially anybody new that's never done this before. It's really exciting to see what they're going to come up with, because it's
it has been a very
addictive.
Yeah, it's been a really exciting day. It really has. Loads of people coming back and reordering items that have already had Sandra's amazing products before. Lots of you trying Sandra's products for the first time as well. I'm going to tell you about this, and it is the last call now. We actually, it's never happened. I'll get this out in a moment. This has never happened before we even showed you the details or mentioned the dragonflies in the earlier Wake Up Call show. They totally sold out. It's never happened before. We did work really hard with Sandra and her team to bring back some more of this, and we got a very substantial stock again, but they are now limited stock. There are less than 20 of these to go around. You're going to get the dragonflies and the stencils as well. So 2 stencils in here. What you're also then getting as well is all of Sandra's know-how on how you put these together. Just those small steps that are going to make up a really awesome project. You don't just get that though, you also get the hearts, and the hearts are brilliant. 2 different styles and shapes of hearts in here, and again you're going to get all of the information you need to put these together, which is absolutely amazing. But you will need to be quick for that. There's a lot of you with that in your basket at the moment. The other one that we are looking at here, and this is now going very fast after we demoed it in the last show, is the native collection. Over half the stock of the native has gone, and you're going to learn how to do these 3 different styles. You've got the native wolf in here. They are available individually. If you want to get them, you get a 10% saving when you get them together. That's your native wolf. You will then get the dream catcher, which Sandra demonstrated in the last show, and it was absolutely fabulous, and they're going to have so much fun putting those together. And you will get the totem as well. Over 20 different creatures in here for you to play with, and I believe this is what we're going to have a little look at this evening. A great opportunity for you to get in touch. Joe is still shaking it. I'm always shaking it. I really, really am. Monica, thank you for that. Georgie and Curtis is hi, Joe and Debbie from Clearwater. Linda's in as well. Eileen is here from Puerto Rico. How exotic. Mary is, Rhino is saying hi from Maine as well. Don't forget, we're going to have half an hour of Sandra and some wonderful tangling, and then what we're going to do is I'll be joined by Debby Robinson. We'll have a 2-hour masterclass on the other side of that as well. So a creator card masterclass, one of your absolute favourite styles of dies. So do stick around for that. Head over to the website craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au. There are some other Sanntangle items, but they are all very low in stock. Specifically, book 1, book 5, about to go. I mean, we'll have literally 2 books left then when it sells out, because it has been so incredibly busy throughout the day. If you've got those questions, do pop them over to me. Right, Sandra, where would you like to kick things off?
Oh, do you know, I'm going to use the totems. I feel in the native collection, maybe I've saved the best till last, because it's just lovely to do. It's so much fun, and you can make it quite serious if you want to, but who wants to? We want to just go and have a bit of fun.
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to show you through it, and then I'll do a demo on it. So of course we talked about using them. Now if you look at it, here's my stencil. You see where I've numbered? You're going to get it that's not numbered. You want to make sure you put the numbers on. Certainly for these, it looks really complex, but there's so many shapes on there. It's going to give you lots of variations. And here we go. We start creating your creatures. I've given you step out. So this is all the different shapes you're going to use. This is how simple. This is how you use it.
Oh wow.
Here's your shapes. This is how you use them. And you've got your whale. And now the nice thing about this as well, I did a little bit of research when putting this together, and certain animals have different sort of spiritual sort of meanings. A bit of fun, of course. So here look, the rabbit, and we've got these different meanings like creativity, abundance, wealth, creativity, oh I've done creativity twice because it's double, and spontaneity and all that. So you've got 21 completely different animals there, and that's just where I thought I'd better stop. Here's the images of the finished ones that you can sort of have a look at and see where they head. And of course, if you need to see the different little patterns we've put on there, there you go. But then, of course, you can see how you build them up, little different things going on there. And of course, you don't have to go up. You can go across if you want. You can do 1 or 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by, I'm going to do the pig. It's one of the really cute ones. So here we go. This is my little pig here. So I'm going to start with a tile. I'm going to keep it, say, quite simple.
Have you decided which animal you are out of these, Sandra?
Do you know what? It depends what day it is. Honestly, it depends what day it is. Oh, okay.
So some of them are a bit, oh, the owl is deceptive, apparently. There you are. I don't know, I'm just going to look through and I'll let you know.
Well, I've got a little box here, and this is just giving me a little bit of a guide to help me create my little totem. So of course you can go as long, as tall as you like, as wide as you like. I'm going to stick to just 3 so we can have a look at this. And okay, my pig, I'm going to use number 39 here, this little shape. And to start off with, I'm at the bottom here. When you're sort of building a totem, you want one of the heavier kind of animals, or the more structured at the bottom. So here we go, I'm going to draw my little pig. So you see, it's going into the next one, but it's all right because that was just a guide. I've got 2 of these shapes going on here. So let's bring my pen in now, and I'm going to draw first of all around the head shape there. There we go. And back around here.
You could definitely get the younger ones involved with this as well, couldn't you?
Oh, absolutely, you could. And because they're really small, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of time on them. Or it's great you can sort of explain what these animals are and where they, you know, where they come from and all that kind of thing as well. So they become quite educational. So,
I'm definitely not a cat, Sandra. I've worked that out. They're patient, independent, spirit of adventure, courageous, curious, and have a deep connection.
Oh,
you know.
See?
The pig is the one that's made me laugh the most. It's wealthy, fertile, and successful in business.
Exactly, there you go. No, you don't have to put all 3 on. You could choose one of those and you could say, right, I'm going to use this one. Imagine, I mean, I bet you could look at all these and you think, oh, that would be my friend. Or that would be my other half, or whatever, and it's just really nice to sort of mix them up.
There is, though, it's nice that you've included those. There's quite a spiritual meaning behind a lot of them, isn't there?
Yeah,
I was saying to you earlier, in the Museum of Anthropology in Cambridge, they have a massive totem pole. And the amount of work that has gone into it, I think, I'm not quite sure where it's from, but they are really incredible if you see them.
Oh, it's just... this is where the character comes in. I mean, I could actually put a little smiley face in there, or let's just... put these in. Again, you see very, very simple steps here. But yeah, I mean, they are very spiritual things, not the pigs particularly, but the totems themselves. So you can get really sort of intricate with them. There you go. So shall I put a little bit of a smile? Look! And maybe, you know, a little bow tie, you know, things like you can start to dress it up a little bit. So... I have got 3 little pigs. Would you want? Let's do a different animal. Let's have a look. Let's do the whale. I quite like. Or the turtle. There's a whale. Here we go. So the whale. It starts life. How on earth does this start? We've got a bit of a square. I've already got a bit of a square in, so let's not worry about that too much. I'm going to use the oval shape here. So that's just going to give us a bit of an idea. Let's put that oval in. I'm looking at my instructions. I've got number 49 as well, which, here we go, this one here. So I'm going to put this sort of at the top there. Now you see, actually, I'm using pencil here to get started with, because these are little construction lines and it's how we sort of work it in. So let's put this in now with a pen. So I'm going to bring this one in and around that oval shape. See, I'm just going to take that little curve there and around that oval shape, and I'm going to bring it up and around and along, and then it's a little bit of a split shape there. So then let's bring this one, and again I'm going to come round here, along here and down, so I'm following the shape, and then I'm going to bring it down and round, so it's quite wide here.
Oh, this is so cool.
And back out. You see there I've got my little sort of whale tail going on. Now some of them you'll find that they're a little more they're sort of like you know, you're not going to get the actual whale eyes and things like that. It's more of a structure that gives it that impression. So there's my little whale. Okay, my whale means communication skills, strong family ties, and truth.
Ooh.
Okay, so of course we could add, I'm going to colour that in a little bit and add a bit of tangle. So on the top, I think let's have a look. We want to do the eagle. Here we go. The eagle, which is ruler, leader, great strength and divine spirit.
Oh.
So let's have a look at that. It says, look, okay, number 32A. I'm going to start with 32A. And I've been very nice to you with the eagle. I've actually given it you all in the same sort of area. So we don't have to worry about looking for it. And again, coming in with pencil, there's the body. And then the tail, so underneath. Now the tail's going to go sort of underneath that whale there. And let's put the head on the top. Now you see the separate sections because it's up to you where you draw them. So if you want to go, slightly wider or whatever, you can do that. I'm going to turn it round. I'm going to do the same here. There we go. So we've got this sort of really funny little shape at the minute.
That's really cool.
But let's bring this on there. And then we can go into there. I'm going to bring this down to join. And then along. And then let's just bring in the body section there. There's my body section. They're just so much fun, aren't they? There you go. There's the sort of the tail. And then let's put a little eye in there.
They're quite playful, which is what I like.
They are. This is the thing, it's, yeah, we can make it as serious as we like, but sometimes it's just nice to have a little bit of fun with it, isn't it? There we go. And draw those out there like so. And then, okay, looking at my wing, I'm just going to sort of separate my wing in a bit. We talked about sections and things a little bit earlier. I'm just going to help myself there and put some lines in. Here we go. So we want some sort of nice wing feathers. There we are. So just sort of following the shape round, and then I can do a little sort of zigzag on the bottom of each one, you see? There we go. And the same sort of on this one here. There we go. And then let's do another. Let's go from the inside there and put some more lines in. You see, I'm just coming from each of those little triangle shapes there. So again, although you've got the shapes to help you, you're then creating your own version of it. So this is truly your own artwork. Let's bring that in a little bit there and put zigzags in again. You want something really regal at the top of the totem pole, don't you? You want something to really sort of show off and say, look at me, here I am.
It is brilliant, because I think you look at these and you'd never say that they'd come from a stencil.
No, you wouldn't, would you?
No, it really does look like something you've created yourself by a hand, but I guess it's just that sort of foundation that you get from the stencil, and then you can really add your own spin on it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you don't look at something you've drawn from, if it's a straight line and say, oh, you used a ruler to draw that. You just, it's just there, isn't it? But, I just need to let that dry a little bit. There you go. So you see, we've got my little sort of totem. Let's have the word ruler there. I'm going to bring the words in. Ruler, and maybe great strength, because again, I quite like bringing words in. You don't have to, but it's nice to sort of, and again, it's a little bit fun. You're like, what does that mean? And it starts that conversation, doesn't it? What did we say about the whale? Remember what the pig was? What did we say about the whale? Here we go. Communication, strong family ties. All right, communication, let's remember, so we've got two M's. It's teacher handwriting. There we go, and let's put truth there. So you imagine you could do this. This could be like the start of your family tree if you're doing a little memory book. That you could have these in and say, look, this is who we are, and that kind of thing. I quite like the pig though, because it's quite cute, and then you've got this extra thing. It's about being successful and things. There we go. You have to write that, wouldn't you? So okay, let's add a little bit of those little curves again. We said we've used these in more or less most of the demonstrations today, haven't they? These lovely little curly shapes. Let's put a little bit of a few rocks in there as well. Of course, it's a totem pole. We want a little bit of there you go, some little rocks going on, and maybe a couple of little flourishes coming out of those rocks as well. So you see, it's about having a little bit of fun with it now, because you want to make it into the image it is. So if I look at the back, you see that little flourish I've used there is here. And you've got this lovely little sort of flower design. So I'm going to bring that one in, maybe here, look a little, there we go, and just bring it line, and then just sort of add those little lines coming out, and then a couple of those little loops again, and maybe another one going up there. So you see where it starts to sort of head all the way up. And of course, yeah, if you've got things like the stag, lovely stag, isn't it? You could actually steal the body of the cat and put it on, couldn't you? There's all sorts of things you could do there. You see my little whale here is full of little bubbles. So maybe you want to come in now and add a few tangles in there. Let's put some of those bubbles in, just like that one. There we go. And just sort of fill it up, and not to worry too much about trying to create a full design. And then again, you could do it as a silhouette form. I know we did that with the wolves earlier, so this could be quite nice as that. And then you could perhaps tangle it in different gel pens and get your silvers and your golds out and things like that. Just add a few more in there, and then of course you can come on in and fill in these little lines as we go. See, who'd have thought not long ago this didn't exist, and it's just sort of come out of having a conversation and opening this booklet and having a go. It
really is incredible.
It's just lovely, isn't it? Okay, so maybe let's. Yeah, I like that one. Like that. Look at that.
You'll love this. Clarice says, my husband went to Bike Week in Murrell Beach, so I'll be tangling and listening to my favourite album called Peace and Quiet.
Oh, I love that. Oh, goodness me. Yeah. Okay. Let's just give that a little bit of a sky around the edge there. Okay.
I mean, you could. There's so much you can do with this. You could just make them for the sake of making them, can't you, at the end of the day? There's so much fun sitting down and doing them. You don't need to do anything with them, I guess, but and they are so versatile if you do want to create something from them.
Yeah. I mean, I think that something like this is very personal, isn't it? Because you've actually thought about it and you've worked out, what you want to use and why and all the rest of it. And I think it works really well. So I'm just going to bring a little bit. Again, we can use the pencil and the tortillon as before, but you might want to bring a little bit of colour in there as well. So I don't know. Let's have a look what I've got here, and maybe decisions on all these colours. So let's use a little bit of a blue. And again, you're never going to get a blue pig, are you? Really? But because it's my version, I can have a blue pig.
Flying blue pig for all we
There we go, yeah.
know.
So let's just bring a bit of blue in there. Going to go around his little bow tie.
Joyce says, Sandra, you're amazing. Wow, I love all your little tips and tricks
thank you.
that pack a huge effect. Sharon saying how cute these are as well. They are super cute.
They are super cute, aren't they? But you can be quite serious with it, or you can be quite cute with it. It's entirely up to you. Just going to bring a bit more of that dark in there. There you go. This lovely sort of little. Now it's going in the realms of fantasy now, isn't it? And doing something a little bit different. So just going to bring that in. Let's do a little bit of light over the face just to get it going. There we are. Over there. See, sometimes with alcohol markers, it depends how you want to go, doesn't it? Sometimes I'll start with the darkest, sometimes the lightest, and see where he's going. I think that might be a little bit too dark to get going with, but we'll go with it now. Looks like he's been in a little bit of a mud bath. But I kind of like doing this because then, of course, you tangle over it and this becomes a bit of a different background that you can work on. There we go. All right. But, let's just get that blended there. And then let's switch to a different blue. Let's have a look what I've got. It's a bit of a turquoisey green. So this time let's fill in some of the bubbles. There we go. Again, because if you want to sort of leave this as, say, a black and white, you can do. But adding a little bit of colour in, and you don't have to sort of use the serious colours or what they are. You just want a little bit of interest in there. Oh, there we go. And we talked earlier as well about using pen first and then actually going in and adding some tangles over the top. So we'll do that in a little bit. I'm actually going to use that one, I think, as well for the the rocks. Being that we've been a little bit fantasy-like, we can do whatever colour we like. There we go, a little bit in there. And little bits in there. Just bring that one in. And of course,
Absolutely amazing, it really is. And to think that all started off with just some basic shapes.
Yeah, absolutely. It was blank, and then it's not been stamped. We've not copied in terms of a stencil that gives us the whole outline. So really, you're the one that's drawn it. It's not my artwork anymore. I've just given you the starting point of it, really. It's then up to you what you want to sort of do with it. So there we go. I'm not blending that this time. I'm just going to have that as a shadow underneath. There we go. And then I'm going to bring this one in just to sort of bring it together. Oh, I'll start with the dark. It's because I don't have them on, you know, all the same side up when I draw them. I never know whether I've got the dark one or the light one in there. A bit there. There. Let's bring a little bit of that in. There we are. So who'd ever thought with a blue eagle? But there we go.
Amazing.
A little bit there.
And this is just one of, what is it, 24, 26 different creatures we've got in this particular
I've actually
one?
given you instructions for 21 in
21.
there, but honestly, you could keep going. I thought if I put any more in, we're not going to have enough space.
Yeah.
To, you know, we're going to have to make a book of it rather than a booklet. So, okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring in a white pen. You know, we talked about this little pig here. So here's his little, make his bow tie a little bit bigger. This is where you can start to sort of bring in extra little bits and pieces. So where we've got that rough background, it's now giving us a little bit of interest, so we can come in and add some little bubbles in there, maybe sort of some up here. You see, you just don't know where it's going to lead. You just want to sort of have a little bit of a play with it and try things out. Look at that. Let's put some little highlights on.
Would the 12-pack of gel pens that you bought us work over these, the coloured ones?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Brilliant. You can find those on the website. Just search gel pen and you'll come up.
Yeah, absolutely. I do actually have them. I've got all sorts here. Here we go. So if I bring the blue, I've got two blues in here. I've got the, this is a bit more of a metallic, this is a bit more of a matte kind of colour. So we could actually bring in some of those in there, maybe. I do like drawing bubbles. Have you not noticed? And then, of course, we can bring some of this in. Let's add some to the little sort of wings there. And then maybe a little bit in the eye. And maybe a little bit sort of along that top edge. See, now I'm doing what we would call faffing. Faffing now. Adding extra bits, but there we go. So, okay, we've got our little sort of design going on there. I am going to bring a bit of pencil at the bottom, just to give that a little bit of weight.
It does look like a cosmic pig.
That pig's ace, isn't it? Look at that, I love it. So, okay, what have we got? I'll do a bit of a tidy up. I have got a card blank here somewhere. Here we go. So a bit, yeah, a bit. Okay. Certainly would, absolutely.
Ooh,
so
yeah,
I'm just going to, let's add a little bit of... see, the tile, I mean, it will go through because I've used alcohol markers, but that's fine. That's what they're supposed to do. So, oh, do you know what? I always end up with one that...
Oh, they save themselves for when you're on air. That's how it goes. That's what happens.
No. Okay.
They never go when you're just at home prepping.
Oh, here we go. So a little bit of in there. Okay. Okay, I see that was one of my macro tiles there. Look, I've been using. They're just such good quality, the tiles are, so it's really nice to have. And then if we put this in, I don't know, I'm going to put it sort of middle. Imagine giving this to somebody like, what have you drawn? But it's so much fun.
It is.
And then, of course, if you want to sort of add a few little bits and pieces in. Of course, you know, the dies that you use and the extra bits and pieces, they are something that, you know, everybody uses. We've all got dies, we all love them. But the fact that you've taken the time and the effort to draw something that's in the middle, it just makes it stand out, doesn't it? It's something completely different. A little bit in there as well, if I can. Maybe slide that one underneath. And of course, so this is one that you've got the completely three. You could go longer and longer, but I have got on here, I did do the three little pigs.
Oh, look at those.
Look at that.
Which
So, you know, completely different pigs doing different, you know, they're completely different. This one's
little
got a
pig you went
face.
to market, do you think?
Oh, I know, they're just so lovely, aren't they? And that's, so we were just working on small tiles and creating these wonderful little things. So you
Yeah,
go
they're
from there
cute.
to creating
Super
something even bigger. So.
And if you want to be
Absolutely.
making these, absolutely you can, because it's in a 3-pack here. So you've got the native totem, that's got 21 different creatures in there, all made possible by that fabulous stencil that you're also getting. Then you will also get in this collection the dream catcher. You saw Sandra demonstrate that earlier, very popular on its own. We also then have the wolf as well. You could give that wolf a banana if you wanted to as well, but that one is in there for you, your native wolf, which is brilliant. £43, 56.49. We do have well over 90% gone now on our Dragonfly and Hearts collection. So you're going to be able to get the Dragonfly here. You're getting the stencil to enable you to create that, and of course that workbook there too. And you will get the hearts, and the hearts and the dragonflies play really well together. The hearts make gorgeous frames for a whole load of different projects, but it really is last call on there right now. I want to whiz through the other items that are still available for you. Remember, you can go back to the earlier shows and get full demos on these as well. Book 1 is your first one just here. This is where it all starts for you. The perfect starting point if you want to start your tangling journey. Over 80% of that one's gone. Book 2 is very, very busy. Deeper stocks of this one available, but again, all different tiles in there for you. Book number 3, again, exactly in the same vein. Remember, full video tutorials available for all of these. I love that there's lots of sort of frames and sort of more embellishing tangles almost, it seems, in that one.
They evolved from the other, so you can use them on their own, or you can actually go book 1 straight way through.
Yeah, amazing.
Whatever you want.
Then we've also got here number 4. Over half of book 4 has gone. Again, full instructions. It's all, what I love about it, it's also clear and concise. You're never in any doubt as to, you know, what the next step is, or where the line goes, or any of those different things. And there's full videos to support these as well. And then book 5, busy on book 5, has been busy on this all day. Well, there's 5 left of this, I'm going to be honest with you, so if you want it, you're going to have to be very, very quick. 5 of book 5 remain. Sandra, can I say it was an absolute pleasure
It has, it's
to get
flown
to do
by.
some tangling. Hasn't it flown by?
It has, yeah, absolutely. It's been lovely.
So incredibly busy. Have a surf journey at home, and I'm sure we'll see you back here again really
Absolutely,
soon.
yeah, it'd be lovely, yeah. I'll see you soon.
Take care. Right, we are going to take a really short break, and then on the other side of this, we will be back with the lovely Debby Robinson.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Oh, hello there, you cheeky thing. Welcome back. Right, this is now time for... I don't know what the wiggle was about. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's time, of course, for a masterclass. Yay! Yay, Debbie!
Oh, sorry.
Yay!
I was just getting myself all ready. a bit of a mad rush then, so I was just getting myself all ready. So yes, I'll just a couple of minutes. And
Yeah, you take your time. Sorry, I didn't realise you could see me. I'm just scratching. Oh. Lucky dips, that's what we're going to talk about first, because we had an amazing sour cartload last night, and what we're going to do is we are going to, with lots of grams. I think it could have been the gnomes, to be honest. I'm just putting it out there. The gnomes turned up and everything stopped working. So what we've done is we've decided to keep a selection, all of the deals that didn't sell out, in fact, live until the end of Monday for you. So you've got extra time to grab a hold of them, which is really kind of us, I think, don't you? But it means that you can still get hold of this, the £3, $3 Lucky Dip. And the great thing about this is, for every one of these you go for, you will receive one item. Now, you could be getting, for £3 or $3, an amazing A4 stamp selection. You might be getting some incredible stamps and dies. This is not available on the website on its own, by the way. Sarah's signature embossing folders. How about beautiful word embossing folders, or maybe some floral embossing folders? It's all in there. This is a snapshot of what you could receive, but what I would say as well is if you order more than 5, you could get some duplicates, so it's worth bearing that in mind. The other thing, my word, was so incredibly busy last night, is these, the legendary, and I don't use that word lightly, the legendary dotty tape pen. These stop you getting, some people call them glue bogies, I wouldn't, but these stop you getting those on your very intricate die cut pieces, because you only get the sticky bits where you want them, which is fantastic. The little glue dots, they are so strong, and they're 22 metres in length as well, so you're going to get loads done with those. Not often we discount them, but they are on a 4 for 3 at the moment. Definitely worth stocking up. They have been out of stock for ages and ages and ages, so definitely get a hold of those ones. We then have this here. Now this, so busy last night. This is, it's $11.99 each. I don't want you to get one at $11.99. You're not getting the best value, because you get 2 for £18 or $25. You're buying one and getting one half price. Now the brilliant thing about this is you've got 20 sheets of the Centura Pearl double-sided gold paper. Then you get 20 sheets of the double-sided gold cardstock, which is amazing, so 310 GSM. Then 20 sheets of the silver paper, so these could be great for things like mats and layers if you wanted them to be. And then 20 sheets of the double-sided silver Centura Pearl. I mean, that is a brilliant bundle. Sarah asked you not to buy more than 6 of these last night because she was worried they were going to go too soon. I'm saying they're left. We've got some left. Get as many as you can. I know it was very, very busy on these last night, so definitely stock up on that one just there. And as Sarah was saying, we might not be able to bring you these kind of deals on paper and cardstock much longer, because the price of paper is going through the roof. So snap that up whilst you have the opportunity to. Let's move on. Let's share these with you. Floral apertures. Do you know what I'd like to know in this masterclass? Yes. What is your all-time favourite Create Card die that you own? Let me know, because it's a Create Card masterclass, and Create Cards are fabulous. It enables you to create something brilliant in, well, moments, in absolute moments. And I'll take you through this first deal that we're going to look at. Recently launched these, but the great thing about them is that you've got so many options when it comes to how you put these together. So you've got, this one here is your spring blooms, which is that one there. So you can either put this, use this frame together, or do half and half. So it's completely up to you. You've also got the floral arch in there, which is amazing. You then have the floral delights. This one here is your Nouveau Roses. You've got the butterfly heart, and you've then got the opulent dragonflies in there as well. A brilliant deal here. We repeated that launch offer, so you've got a great saving, under £40 or $50 if you are a platinum member. Debbie!
Yay!
So lovely to be reunited with you again.
It feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. It was back this morning, although I haven't been anywhere. I was next door in the other studio, busy getting ready for this lovely masterclass, because we've got a lot of creator card treats for you on the show tonight. Now, if you know me, and you know I talk about this a lot, creator card dies for me are literally up there at the top of the game on our brands that we do here at Crafters Companion, because there are so many ways that you can use them, so versatile, lots of different options, and that's what we've got covered with the products that we've got on the show tonight. Lots of different ways that you can do it. If you've been loving certain elements, go and get it now, and you can sit back, you can watch this and watch that. Actually, ones that you can go back to and watch as well, can I just tell you, because it's all available on Crafters TV and YouTube at any time, so you can go back and watch. But the prices of these tonight are absolutely fabulous, and we have got a lot to get through as well. I'm going to start with those floral options that our beautiful Joe has just showed you, because they're so versatile, these, they really are. They've been broken into two elements. Look how different that is from the same die set. But look at the two different frames that you can create. Absolutely beautiful, including the little stopper part there as well, which I just think is absolutely beautiful. And then we've got, just on here, let me just bring this one up for you for a second, Joe. Oh, I think I might have got that the wrong way. How can I have got the wrong way around? I think they put the sticker on the wrong way around. Let's have a quick peek right there. So you can see that beautiful floral frame, and the two parts of that die. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Love this one, Joe. This one is absolutely fabulous. This is another one of our lovely Corrins that she made during the launch show back on the beginning of May. Absolutely stunning. It's just incredible. And again, like I said, lots of different ways that you can use it. I'm going to be making something pretty much similar to what our lovely Astrid's done here. This is absolutely
is that Astrid's?
Gorgeous. Yeah, Astrid, yeah, she's doing this one for us. It's absolutely gorgeous, but again, it's that versatility that you get with these dies that really make these stand out. And because these dies come to you, Joe, and I'm using this gorgeous floral one, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring in some cardstock, because I've, like I said, I've been busy in the other room next door. Got a piece of Centura pearl that measures at 10 inches by 6 inches, and I've scored it at 1 inch and 2, and then again, flip reverse and exactly the same. And I've done that twice. I've got two pieces of cardstock. One that's going to be the base part of my card, and one that's going to be the top part of my card, to create a little bit of an aperture, a little bit of a diorama card. But these dies come in two parts, and not just two parts, all your little accessories as well. These are really handy, and they're absolutely beautiful. Now, this part means that you can use this one on its own and then reverse it to create a full circle, or when you use it both together, you create that lovely feature of this like semicircle, moon,
yeah.
half moon,
Total eclipse.
The Jaffa cake one, that one, won't it? And then you've got the lovely floral frame. Or you can remove that one, and then you can use this one, and then reverse on the other side, and use on the other side to create a beautiful floral frame. I'm going to use it as it's intended with the two pieces together. This is going back to the days of when creator cards just used to be like a one part, and then we moved it into two parts to be able to give you lots of craftability. And like you said, Joe, as well, lots of opportunity. Is that the right word, Joe? Now I'm going to move.
Absolutely.
I'm going to move that one out of there.
Opportunity.
I'm going to move that one out of there because I'm going to cut mine half at a time, and there is a reason that I do this because of this design. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm going to place my tape. I always place the tape on the inside part as well, and I'm going to bring in my platform and pop that onto my plate. I'll come back to this one in a moment. And then I'm going to now just run this through my normal combination of a thin metal die and run that through my machine. Now, depending on the size of the card you're working on, you can actually cut these into on a smaller machine, so like your Gemini Junior and your MIDI.
Well, that's handy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, absolutely. So you could be doing that if you wanted to, because I've got on a bigger project here, I've used my bigger plates. But it's entirely up to you, this one. I think it depends on the kind of style that you're working with. So this is the first part of it done, and I'm just going to find my pokey tool. Let's just lift that off for a second.
And it's a real hard choice for a lot of people trying to choose their favourite cart one, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of people saying the festive ones. Alison was saying she loves the festive ones. Joy says, the lovely Joy Sampson in New York says she loves the stacked birthday cake with the balloons, but maybe it's the fairy one with the flowers. Oh gosh, what a decision. Have you got a favourite one?
Have I got a favourite one? Ooh, let me think. My favourite creator card. Oh, now then. There's been so many gorgeous ones. I think I'll always go back though to one of the very originals that we did from the creator card range, because I remember way before my time there was some lovely party invitation ones, some beautiful floral ones, and there was one that was a butterfly and floral mixed together that I absolutely love.
Have you still got it?
Still used to this day. Probably one of the most intricate dies I think we've done, and I just absolutely love it. I think it was called the Country Garden, if I remember rightly. Right. That's one of my favourites.
And the thing is with these dies, well, I know dies are an investment, Debbie, but they will last you forever if you look after them, won't they?
Absolutely, they totally will. And you know, dies are dies. You look after your dies, they'll look after you for years to come. Now, you can see how we're going to work this. We're going to now match this up. And if I just bring this die in for a second, you can see that the matching pattern links to this one, which is why I've done mine separately, because I'm going to now take that across and join it up at the top there, and then bring in my tape again and hold it down into place. And then when you've done this, Joe, you've got yourself that beautiful aperture, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, it's a real showpiece. They really are absolutely gorgeous, these. And if you watch that show, you can go back to watch that show that Corinne did. Was it the 4th of May, you said?
4th of May?
Yeah, I remember Corinne doing it, because...
May the 4th. 5th of May.
5th of May, because she did some beautiful, beautiful makes. You need to go back and watch that show so you can, you know, get some different kind of ways that you can use them. And I believe... we haven't done the craft along for this yet, but I believe this is upcoming very, very soon. Or have we done the craft along for it? If we're at the 4th of May, no, we won't have, will we, Joe? No, it'll be coming up. It will be coming up.
We're on it. We're on the case.
We are on the case.
When I say we, I mean Erin.
Absolutely, we will be. We'll be planning that in. And now you can see that that has cut out perfectly and matched up as well, so that you just literally poke out those little pieces. Let me just get that little bit out there, and there you go. You've got that lovely aperture. The lovely thing about this one, Joe, as well, is it's got these little petals that stay connected into the cardstock but lift up at the same time. So it's like a liftable within a creator card. A 2 for the price of one kind of card. Absolutely amazing. These really are. And you just literally take your poker tool, go behind the back, and press those out, and you've got these lovely liftable elements, which then you can do what I've done while I was busy catching up on my Hollyoaks, is pop some diamantes just into the centre of each one, ready to now decorate up with my card. So I'll save that for another project, although to be fair, you could actually have a double theatre kind of style card there, yeah, absolutely. Now I've taken some of the gorgeous vintage butterfly cardstock, and with my other piece that measures 10 by 6, I've done exactly the same measurements, but I'm just going to pop in the back there. Let's bring in our all-purpose glue. I'm just going to run that in, like so. I'm going to put that in the background. I've already cut myself a little sentiment as well, using some of our sentiments that we have in our collection. And everything that I'm using is on the website, so you can, you know, go over and have a little check out what it is that is tickling your fancy tonight. Now, before I put that on, I have cut myself a few little strips as well. Make sure I've got all my strips. Yeah, you've got all your strips, Debbie. So let's pop on all my little strips that are going to sit on the inside of my panels.
My producer Jamie saying this looks a lot like a wedding card. Who's getting married?
Not me. Not unless I've got any takers out there. Who
Maybe
knows?
Charlotte. I reckon Charlotte will get married first. If we had to have a bet on who's going to get married out of us lot that are here this evening first, I'd put my money on Charlotte.
Would you?
Definitely not going to be Jamie, he's saying.
It's definitely not going to be me either.
You never know, Debbie. You're
Nah.
Charming. Your Peter Kay might be just around the corner.
Well, he could well be. He could well be. Absolutely he could. But, nah. Nah, I can't see it somehow. Not yet. Who knows? Who knows? I would have said you, Joe, wouldn't you, Charlotte? Yeah, look at that little cheeky smile on his face. Look at his little cheeky smile. Oh, look. Oh, dear.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
You brought it up.
It was actually Jamie that brought it up, not me.
Was it really now,
Yes,
then?
it was.
Now, we're just going to pop those on. So I've got those panels on, and now I'm going to put those two pieces together. So let's just pop, I'll use my tape pen for this one. So I'm going to put my tape pen just on one of the flaps. I'm going to bring that in and join that together.
It is going to be the 19th of June, is it, the craft along? 19th of June will be the craft along. With Ben and Michelle.
Lovely Michelle. I'm pretty sure she'll come up with something pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure she will. So that will be a good one, it will. So get that date in your diaries. Get your collection right now if you haven't got it.
You get married anyway. You've already got enough husbands on the go. You've got Ben, your work husband. You've got your ex-work husband, several of those. Have you got another work husband yet at Hobby Maker?
No, I haven't. I've not found one yet down there.
Yeah, there's no husband material down there?
Is there? I could say Jimmy. Jimmy's lovely.
Could be your
Jimmy
work
the Jimmy
husband.
or Jimmy the Shimmy.
Shimmy the
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Shimmy Jimmy.
Shimmy Jimmy.
Yeah, it could be Shimmy Jimmy. Although I don't think his girlfriend would be very happy.
Sorry?
Who knows?
Well, I've been working with his girlfriend, so I'll see what she thinks. I'll ask her for you.
Now, it's looking lovely, but it's just kind of missing something. And, of course, missing a sentiment. So I've used one of our, using Centura Pearl and one of our lovely sentiments that I think these got released, if I remember rightly, with the, now I want to say the...
Farmhouse?
No, the Mini. The Mini?
Ah, yes.
The Go? Mini? Do you know those lovely sentiments that we did? And they had lots of different sayings like, it's a girl, it's a boy, special friend, best wishes, thank you so very much. They still are available on the website.
Perfect.
So go and check those out underneath the sentiments and you'll find these. And they've got like a background part and then the word, which can be separated because the words come in two separate pieces. But obviously, we're focusing on the creator cards today that I've already put mine together just to have it. I was going to have in the background, in fact.
I love the way you've got the little Schmetterling framed in the background already.
Well, you know, can't help it. I just can't help myself. But there is also on this creator card die set, and I'm just going to bring it up again just for a second so you can see it, all these beautiful flowers, and they're all separate pieces, Joe. And when you die cut them out, and I've die cut them out into the same matching cardstock as what I've got and pop my gems on, I've got quite a few, because I'm going to decorate, because I was going to put, I'm going to cut it through cardstock, but I thought, no, I really like that Snow White effect with the hint of silver. So I thought, well, cut a few of these out and we'll do a little bit of decoration. So I actually was going to put that inside, but I've just realised now that I'm going to be covering my little butterfly up. Not sure I want to do that now, Joe. What do you think? What do you think,
Mini
Joe?
expression dies is where we believe they might be
Thank you very much, producer Jamie. That is exactly right. But that's, it's a, you know, he's on the ball, isn't he? He's on the ball. I've lost all my glues. Have I put them all away? Where's my chunky glue gone? Oh, let me just, oh, it's there. Silly old me. It's because I've had a break. I've had a break, that's what it is.
What did you do with your break?
Went next door and crafted. Genuinely. Went to Tesco to go and fill up on my car though as well.
I have not had any of that rocky road today, Debbie.
Have you been a good boy?
I can't quite believe it. I've been good all day.
I cannot believe you've been really good.
Charlotte's like, well, you must have had some yesterday in that case.
Do you know? No, you haven't had.
She said it in a very vicious manner, didn't she? She didn't really. No, I didn't have any yesterday either.
No, you were really good yesterday. Been good today. You're doing well, Joe.
I know how
You've
delicious
got
it is as well.
more
Christina in our kitchen, she just makes the most beautiful things, isn't she?
the most
in the canteen.
amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Really, really amazing. I persuaded Jamie to have a piece.
Jamie didn't just have a piece, he said, I absolutely demolish one, is what he said.
I kind of talked him into buying some, and then I talked myself into, having watching Jamie demolish his, I talked myself into buying a piece myself, and I ended up demolishing mine because it was just absolutely delicious. I said to her, she's got to stop baking these fabulous goodies because they're no good for people's waistlines. Literally, just the most delicious baker, and I'll not say that, I'll say it out, well I will say it because my niece won't be watching because my niece makes buns and things like that and cakes, but honestly just absolutely out of this world, Christina. She's just amazing. Because I'm not going to be here for a few weeks, I'm quite sad.
You're not going to be here for a few weeks? What now?
No,
What now? Say what?
Yeah, because I'm going to be down at Hobbymaker next week, and then I'm on
Debbie,
holiday.
we're not going to see each other because...
No, then you're on holiday for a month.
Well, I'm away from the 15th of June to the 6th of July.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Now, this is why we're doing this masterclass, because just showing you how fantastic these creator card dies are. You've just seen me create this card from scratch. Yes, there was elements that I'd already kind of, not cheated on, but prepped and prepared, but you can see by using them, you're creating a lovely little window of opportunity, and then all that beautiful extra embellishment with those beautiful flowers. And that's just one of the die sets. Look at the price on the screen. Look at that platinum price. Look at that purple box. Wait a minute, where am I going? There. Look at that purple box, £38.39 or $49.56. That's an amazing price if you are in the Platinum Club or brand new to Crafters Club Inspire. Nearly got me wrong way around them, missy eyes. But yeah, absolutely, that would be a great way. Lots of dies, lots of opportunities, lots of different ways that you can use them, because you can use that one die set in one way, two ways, three ways out of one, and then you can cut them into cards, into apertures, you can build them up, you can go into your box lids and things like that. There's tons of ways that you can get creative with them, which is why I absolutely adore our creator card ranges.
Oh, yeah, brilliant. If you own the winter white, I think that would look lovely with the winter white range. You know, you could some flowers on there too. Lots of you still talking about your favourite dies. Mary Riley says maybe the angel with a trumpet is my favourite. Joe says the large cross being their favourite too. Oh, Hannah Hicks is excited. The Yodel man is 0 stops away with her gnome collection. I do hope he hurries for you. Let me take you back through then of what you are getting in here. These are available individually, but of course the best way to get the best value is to get them all together. Individually they are $9.99 or $12.95. You can get any two for £18 or $23, but most of you, in fact all of you going for the main collection, you'll get the spring blooms in here with those beautiful florals. And again, whether you want to cut it in with half and half as intended, or you can go all with the florals or all in the swirls. And I mean, you wouldn't even notice those two side by side if they were even, they're the same die just there. This one here is the floral arch that we've got. Again, a really beautiful one. You can have it quite minimalist, or you can really go for it, which is wonderful. We've also got the Floral Delights, which is this one here. Now, again, you've got it with the flowers or with that linear style finish, which is awesome. You've got the Nouveau Roses there. I mean, they look like two completely different dies on the bottom of the board there. This one is your butterfly heart that you've got just here. And we also then have your opulent dragonflies, which are beautiful. Oh, imagine doing a tangled dragonfly in the corner of that aperture. That would be amazing. $47.99 or $61.95, under £40 or $50 if you are a platinum member, which is brilliant considering you're getting 6 different sets of those in there. Joy loves your daisy dress that you're wearing. Debbie, it's my favourite flower, she says.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. I love my dress too. It's very nice, very, very summery, and really nice in this kind of hot kind of studio environment.
It's very muggy today, isn't it?
It's very, very muggy.
Close,
literally, I'm like. You had to see me next door, and there were no fans next door.
Oh no!
Oh no! I was like, oh my goodness! I was melting all afternoon. I was melting all afternoon. But hey ho.
You're here now. That's
I'm
the
here
main
now,
thing.
yes.
Right, I want to move on. I want to share this with you. It is Craft Box 45. It is your creator card panels that you've got here. So maybe you're watching this and thinking, you know what, it's lovely having a masterclass on creator cards, but maybe you don't own any. Maybe you've never tried them. This could be the perfect try me set for you. Let me just quickly take you through what you're going to get in here then. You get absolutely loads. So you're going to get all of your different ribbons in here firstly, all perfectly colour matched. Then you've got your dies as well, and they are your panel dies with that removable outside edge, which is fantastic. You then have your stamps in here too, so some really lovely ones. On this special day, we celebrate you because you make every day special just by being you. How cute is that? You've then got in here as well, you've got your black and white cardstock, which you're going to be able to cut those panels into. You've also got all of your different envelopes and also your card blanks here too, which is excellent. Then you've got your black and white colour papers there. Then you've got vellums in this particular one as well. So I mean, it is absolutely jam-packed full. And you've got papers and cardstocks in here as well, which is brilliant. So there's they're like a lovely faux inky background, and then you've got double-sided papers within there too. So the value at the full price on these is always absolutely off the chart. But when you can get it at a discount, well, a 20% discount, it's amazing. And then you've got the ability to use your Club Inspire discount on top of that as well. Let me just pop this back in. I know loads of you collect these and own every single one of them and adore them, but it may be a great chance to try something you haven't tried before. So just get your hands on that. Christine says, your dress matches great with the card, Debbie. Beautiful dress and beautiful card.
Thank you
Love
very
that.
much.
We are now going to have a little look at this. We have got 100 sheets of Centura Pearl for you. This is always Centura Pearl. If you've not created anything using this cardstock, it's a real luxury premium cardstock. The colours are gorgeous, and it also gives you an amazing shimmer, which is great. So I've got baby blue, baby pink, dark chocolate, deep purple, ivory. I've got the lilac here. This is the mink. You've got mint green, turquoise, and the rose gold as well. Grab those because you're looking at 30 pence a sheet, 24 pence a sheet as a platinum member, 40 cents a sheet as a platinum member, which is amazing. Let me then come and share with you this. We're going to go back to yesterday's launch because it has been off the chart, redonkadonk busy on this ever since we launched it, and rightly so because it is a glorious selection. Let me take you through the paper pad first. Done something a little bit different here with this because we're giving you these sort of card panels in the back firstly, which are awesome. So you've got those in there. You've got 6 pages of these. Cut those down. Brilliant things like box frames or on your card blanks. And then you've got all of these gorgeous papers too. They've got a really lovely sort of vintage retro vibe to them, really colourful florals in there. You've got those gnome mushrooms too. You will get 36 pages total there, 180 GSM on that one. Then we move into all the other bits. Now this one is just so cool. You guys absolutely loved this, and rightly so. I think the papers and the caravan, these were the 2 most popular items individually yesterday at launch. Then we've also got this one here. This one is your gnome swing, so you can make your gnome swing, which is brilliant. You've then got your gnome accessories, and again, all of those wonderful stamps and dies. This one brilliant as well. This little sign, road sign, is great because you can actually stamp lots of stamps that you already own into there. Then we've got our sentiments. There's Gnome One Like You. You've got things like Home Sweet Gnome, Hello Summer, Best Friends, Gnome Matter What. I love that. This one here is upside down. This is your gnome boy, and these are brilliant because what you've got is there's no hands on the gnome, you may have realised, but all the little things have got the hands on them. So he's got his hands on the rod, he's got his hands on the guitar, he's got a burger in this one. I think it's his lady friend that's got a burger. He's got a shovel, a meat fork, a bunch of flowers as well. And then you get the stencils too, which you can then stencil over the outfits. You can add even more detail to these. You've then got Gnome Girl here as well. Now she can be a fairy gnome if she wants to, a magical fairy gnome. She's got a burger, there it is, and also sunglasses. Now I think she needs to share because she's got the marshmallows and the burger.
Yes.
She got both. Doesn't seem
That's a bit
fair to
food.
me. Doesn't seem fair.
But you know the lovely thing, Joe, can I just say, you can alternate the
of course,
burger
yeah.
to the boy and the flowers to the girl, and you can alternate them and put them however you want.
I just think it's a little unfair that she got both the burgers and the marshmallows in her packet. Right, let me also share this with you. You will then get, of course, your gnome scene, which is your embossing folder with 2 stencils. And of course, the emboss gives you a brilliant deep emboss, as you'd expect. But by adding in the scenes, it's so lovely with the stencils to be able to add colour to them. It's a brilliant collection. What I love about it is the fact that it's not the biggest collection out there, but it's going to enable you to create absolutely everything. It's the full collection. If you want the full collection, I'd be going for it now. It's been very, very busy. $66.99 or $82.85 gets you all of it. Your platinum price, as you can see, under £54, just over $66. So incredibly busy on this, Debbie. And I think for a lot of people, they'll own nothing else like this, will they, in their crafty stash? It's going to create something completely different for them.
Yeah, them fun cards, the not so, I would say quirky, but you know, in a nice quirky kind of way, because, you know, we're so used to different ways that we can use, you know, other things with your butterflies, with your dragonflies, with your floral dies, but these are something that are offering you a little bit of fun, and that interchangeable factor, I mean, that one I just absolutely adore. I think it's such a great card, because there's lots of things you can do with them, and you can make them masculine if you want, just by, I mean, one of the cards that I get asked to make, and the one that I usually head scratch the most at, is when I am asked to do a male card. Well, you've got one there, right there. Beautiful scene as well, and a really nice one. That could be perfect for all your fishermen friends that, oh, talking of the fishermen, there he is again, with a better position.
Oh,
rod.
that's not the one you made, is it?
No, the one
Where's
I've
your
made,
one?
I just realised is
Oh,
here.
let's have a look. Let's have a look, just so you know what's going on.
I know, I know, there he is. I thought I moved him.
Debbie moved the rod as well last night to make it better, but I mean, Sven still looks like he's having a lovely time there doing a bit of fishing.
Oh dear, yes, position your rod in a better way than I did. Again, just a really cool set of, I mean, just fun. They're bright, they're colourful, and they bring such a smile to your face. That gorgeous embossing folder with those stencils make the colouring in the background extremely easy. And then marrying them up together. And don't forget, if you did go for that cartload offer with the original gnome, with what we call them, the Christmas gnomes, didn't we? But those gnomes, there's a lot in there that are going to work beautifully with this collection. And for me, honestly, you could have a whole family of gnomes there and then get really creative and really create some beautiful things. Whether it be scrapbooking pages, whether it be something onto your cards, your projects, your 3D projects, your canvases, whatever it is that you want to do, something of that little bit of fun factor to them. So with that said, now, she says, I've got my caravan. I've got my male gnome, or my man gnome, or Dave, shall we call him? Dave. And Deirdre. So we've got all of them there that I'm going to be using in this one. I think what I'm going to do, though, is, let me just stamp, because I'm going to stamp out my gnome girl. And I've got all the dies there to do all the fussy cutting for me as well. But I'll stamp out my gnome boy. Let's get him out of his packaging as well. He's been hiding for a little bit, having a little bit of a rest. And then, of course, you've got that beautiful caravan stamp as well. And I say the caravan, it's the gnome caravan. So I'm just going to bring in my stamping platform. And then I'm going to bring in now a piece of a Nina cardstock, and I've got some already cut because I can pop all of those onto there, which is my Nina cardstock. So let's hold that down with my magnetic base. Now this magnetic base comes with 4 magnets, not 5. I don't know where we've got the extra one from, but it'll find it ready available on the website. And because I'm going to be using the tri-blends, I've gone for the alcohol-proof dye as well. But let's get these stamped, these images stamped. So let's pop her there. We'll pop him down. Actually, I'm not going to use my male gnome. I've changed my mind. I'm just going to use my girl gnome and my caravan.
You're going to use what, sorry?
Just my nail. I'm just going to use my female gnome. I'm giving Dave a rest. We'll just go with Deirdre. Deirdre and Dave. That's what we settled on, weren't it? I think it were. Deirdre and Dave?
Yeah, Deirdre and Dave.
I'm thinking, I thought you'd gone really quiet and thought, have I got that wrong? Have I named them wrong again? But let's push that down onto the platform to pick those stamps up. And then again, let's go in with my ink all over. The lovely thing about having this platform, of course, is that if you do miss any areas, you can go back in and you can re-stamp until you get that right. But I'm just going to stamp that down all the way across. I think I might have got her on the one code, Deirdre. Yep, I think she's been on a little bit of, little bit too much.
What do gnomes drink?
Oh, what do they drink?
I don't know. No, it's a question, Charlotte, not a joke.
I like our Charlotte then. Is this a joke? Is this a joke? You were waiting,
Is this a
with
joke?
Charlotte.
No, Charlotte, it's a question. What do gnomes drink? Let me know in the comments.
Yes, what do they drink? I'm not sure what they drink, Joe, but look how gorgeous that image is. Absolutely love these. I'm going to keep it on my platform while I'm working with it, so because we'll do a spot of colouring. So I've got some of my tri-blends here. I think what I'll do is we'll start with a face. So I'm going to go with that fair skin blend. I'm going to get colouring.
And I guess you can use any colouring medium you like with this, Debbie.
Any colouring medium. I mean, I've been choosing my alcohol pens over the last few days. I've only been here 2 days. The last couple of days to get creative with. But you can use any, from your pencils to your water-based markers. You just need to change up your ink pad and your cardstock. But honestly, any colouring medium, your chosen medium, because at the end of the day, it's what you like and what you prefer to work with. We'll go in with the purple dress. Let's go in.
I just love the stylisation of these as well, and the all of the artwork that's been put together for them. I just think they're so fun.
They are,
and so modern, so fresh and brilliant. If you've got younger members of the family, they're going to. I think you're going to maybe able to make so many projects using these. But a real good one, if. You know, you've got to just make a fun card. Do you know someone you don't know all that well, Debbie? You don't know really what they're hugely into.
Yep.
This would just be a great fallback collection, wouldn't it, to use
Absolutely.
for those style of cards. Maybe you don't know someone that well. Because they're so fun, they're completely inoffensive, they're not gender specific, they're not occasion specific in any way either. So you can really create so many different projects with them.
Sorry, Joe, I am listening. I just get a little bit lost, I'm
you
sorry.
get lost, don't you worry.
I do, I get a
you
little
fully
bit lost in
immerse
colouring.
yourself in those gnomes. Gnomes drink Prosecco, apparently.
They drink what?
Yeah, I'm not sure they do.
Who said that?
Mum 4 boys say drink Prosecco. What do we think they drink in the gallery? Yeah, James, they drink IPA.
You can tell what Jamie's favourite tipple is.
Yeah, they drink an Indian Pale Ale, according to James. Quite hipster for gnomes, hipster gnomes drinking, you know, craft beer. Maybe that's what they drink, I'm not sure.
Caramelised latte.
Caramelised latte. Maybe they drink Cherry Pepsi Max.
They could be drinking cherry
They could,
Pepsi Max.
couldn't they?
Yeah, they could. Debbie's favourite tipple.
Oh, absolutely it is.
I do, and I'm not going to lie, terrible addiction, but we all have them.
I think there's worse things to be addicted
I think,
to,
yeah,
Debbie.
I
I
think there
really
is.
do.
Now, again, I'm just going to do a little spot, because obviously I want to try and get as much as I can in here, but just have a play around with them. But do you know what you've got in here as well, is these lovely, where have they gone, where's it got, back, there she is, we've got the stencils in here as well, where you can have a little play with your stencils. Now, there's 3 different designs on both of the gnome girl and the gnome boy, where you've got the stripes, you've got these lovely like leaves, and then the spots. And I was thinking, I wonder if we could do it with as pens. Shall we see?
Do it with what, sorry?
So you could go in with your pens.
Oh.
We talk about going in with your inks, but what about going in with your pens and creating that design?
Nice,
So I thought
you're not
I'd have
going
a
to
little
damage your
play.
nibs doing this, are you, Debbie?
You what, sorry?
You're not going to damage your nibs colouring through a stencil.
No, not at all. Not at all. And of course, if you've just been watching our lovely Sandra, you could be tangling through them.
How's your tangling going?
Oh, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. I am really,
Have you
really
posted any
enjoying it.
pictures of you tangling yet?
I have, yeah. I did
Have
one
you?
for me, my dad's birthday, so I did a birthday card
Nice.
using the alphabet stencil. But yeah, no, look, see.
Well, that
you
works
can do
really
that.
well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. And there's nothing, you just give it a little wipe off, it'll wipe off, or to be fair, it's not going to affect it, Joe, at all. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your die, once you've coloured it all in, you're going to wrap that around there, and the same with the caravan, because they've all got their own dies, but when you colour them in, now the only difference that I've done here, because I've used the stripy one, and I've added a little bit of glitter, so I've used my gold yellow for the, not gold yellow, Debbie. Colours, colours. Yes, you did use gold yellow blend. Gold yellow blend. I've used the Dusty. Oh, it is Dusty Purple. I'm thinking, oh, I'm giving it a new name. Dusky, I was going to call it, but it's Dusty.
Dusty Purple.
After all this time, I've been calling that Dusky Purple, and it's actually Dusty Purple. Whoops. I've got fair skin blend and blue turquoise blend, and then pink violet as well for little ribbons in her hair.
Anita says, based on their rosy red noses, whatever they're drinking, I think they're drinking quite large amounts of it. Possibly beer or maybe fermented mead, suggests Anita.
Fermented what?
Fermented mead.
What's mead?
It's like an old style beer, very weak beer that people used to drink like in Victorian times. Basically, when the water was dirty, people could either choose to drink the dirty water or drink beer, Debbie. So they drank beer all day. Everyone was an alcoholic.
Oh, my goodness me, really?
It's like a barley type drink. I'm not sure.
Oh, the poor devils.
Yeah.
No, no, not for me. Now, once you've got all of those bits die cut out, and like I said, every one of these stamps has got their own die to die cut out with. Just spend a bit of time colouring, because obviously I had a bit of time next door. I've had a few hours, not a few hours off, but a few hours to get creative. So this is same colours.
This is a very psychedelic caravan.
Well, I have, yeah. I thought, do you know what? I've been staying quite safe, haven't I, using reds like for the mushroom, because obviously it's like a mushroom van. But I thought, I'm going to have a little play around with colour, and gone a little bit. Well, actually, two of my favourite colours. I quite love turquoise and purple, and I thought together they look really quite nice with that touch of little pink on there. But I've used the same colours to try and work it together.
She's quite big, Debbie. I can't imagine there's mushroom in there once she gets there.
Oh, do you know? Ba-boom, boom. What are you, love?
There's the noise coming from the gallery.
Oh, my goodness. They get worse, Joe. They get worse. Now, I'm going to make my little stepper card. I did this yesterday during the launch show. When I'm making stepper cards, I kind of do it in two parts. So I've taken a card blank. Now, I've gone quite big with this one. It's 7 by 7. And then, of course, you're going to go 7 inches across on your other piece. But it depends on how big you want your stepper parts to be. So this actually measures in at 4.5 inches, and I've scored it at 2 inches and 4 inches. And that creates that little stepper part where this little bit is going to sit underneath. That lip is going to sit underneath, so I've created my own stepper. So I'll do that again. And I tend to do this quite a lot with me card mix. What have I done with my tape? Oh, it's there, my tape pen. So I'm going to go in and add that tape onto that lip. So I'll turn it that way so you can see it. There we go. And then pop that piece together. Ooh, be careful, Debbie, nearly. So let's just match up like so. And then I've got my little stepper card created, and I'm just going to make sure they're all nice and burnished. So I'm going to go back in with my bone folder and give that a nice burnish. Now I've used the Centura Pearl, so I've got a nice little Centura Pearl coated inside there. Rather than my multi-all-purpose cardstock. You can use any cardstock for this, Joe.
Mucky old cardstock.
What old?
Did you say mucky old cardstock?
No, any old cardstock.
Oh, you said mucky old cardstock.
No, any old cardstock. What I have
chuckle.
chosen, though, from that beautiful paper pad are these ready-made scenes for you to literally mount onto some mirror card. I've used the luxury glitter cardstock. I've actually given it a little gut because I wanted to use it for some other things as well in this design.
I love silver glitter.
Yeah, it just makes it stand out, doesn't it, and frames it. I've got in with a bit of a bigger frame than I normally do. Excuse me. So I'm just going to stick this onto the base of my card.
Amazing.
Like so.
Don't forget you're getting all of this, a full collection. We have been able to still bring you the launch collection, which is amazing, and that launch deal, $66.99, $82.85. If you are a platinum member, you can see the price there, $53.59, $66.28, which is blooming brilliant. And I love that it is a really lovely size collection. It's not going to break the bank, Debbie, but you're going to be able to get absolutely all of it as well at the same time. And everything you've seen, all of these samples that have been created, have all been created using this collection that is there on your screen right now. I think it is, when it comes to payoff and value for money, I think the amount you're going to make with it for the investment is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Oops, I've come to the end of my tape pen. I'm thinking, why is it not moving? And then I can see my silver strip. Just show you. Can you see? Come to the end. The silver strip is there, so I'm just going to grab another tape pen. Oh, we might have to ask our Tracy, if she's still here, if I can have a solid tape pen. I'll just use me glue for now, but...
Tracy! Tracy!
Can we have a solid tape pen, please? Because we're
Erin's
out
on it.
in the craft room. And I'm just going to match that up into the bottom, like so. Right, there we go. And then now we're going to add on our little elements. In fact, let me just push that.
There's actually a cocktail called Naughty Gnome, and
Is
it's
there
got
really?
dark rum, ginger beer, and Angostura bitters in it.
Oh!
I bet Sven would love one of those. Mary Rhino loves the colours as well. And apparently mead is made from honey.
Oh, I didn't
There you
know
are.
that. Didn't know that. Now, I've popped on there a couple of me from the collection of the sentiments, which have a little play on the word gnome. So there's no place like gnome. And then obviously, if you want to add this for an happy birthday, which is what I've done, and all I've done, Joe, is using that waist on the inside of my card, is mounted them onto my waist piece. So make your card go a little bit longer. So we're going to add those elements on as well. So let's bring in my Nowly new tape pen. Thank you very much, Erin. And I'm just going to place this onto the end, like so. And then I'm going to just do that on the top part as well.
Marvellous.
There we go. And then we're going to use a bit of 3D Kalal glue now. So I've got my 3D Kalal glue into my syringe, but it's, as you all know, I call it chunky glue because it's got that lovely chunky consistency. Bit of chunky glue, yeah, because it's lovely and gloopy. A nice thick textured glue that's perfect for things like the decoupage elements and things
It's not
for
whiffy
lifting.
though, is it? Like,
It's not what,
it's not
sorry?
whiffy like the silicone
Oh, it's not
ones.
whiffy, no. No smell whatsoever. So there's no whiff to it whatsoever. But it gives you that lift, and you can control. So you know, like if you'd have to like double up layers of your foam pads, you can control your wet glue. And of course, you have got as well that little bit of wiggle time because it hasn't completely dried. You've got the wiggle time as well to get it into place. And I think I might have yeah, because I've got actually no, I'll have my flower pad. This is me. I'm always the same when I start stamping. Well, I have a water and a flowers. So I think I'll have a little watering can in her hands. So before I decide where to stick her. And that's the lovely thing, because this is so cute, this element of having different things that they're holding in the hands. So, and of course, there's nothing to stop from moving into the gnome boy as well. So I'm just going to debate, shall I have
It's a
that?
very clever way of doing it though, isn't it? Putting the hands on the objects.
Yeah,
Makes it so much
absolutely.
easier.
Yes, yeah, it does. To interchange it, so they're almost interchangeable. So I'm going to pop that onto there. There's other pieces in this collection as well, like your clouds, and I forgot what I've done with my clouds, Joe, so, oops, I've just realised I put some glue on back of her hat. Didn't need that. Get off there, you little devil. Let's pop that back down there. Oops, I've got wonky, hang on a minute, Joe, hang on a minute. I've got a wonky hands now. Let me grab my pokey tool. Although, to be fair, don't really matter, does it? So let's pop that there. And there you go. Let me just have that down. Move that out of the way. But yeah, there's other accessories like your clouds and things like that that you could put in and add. And there's stars as well that you could add into that background to give it a nice look as well. But there you go. Let's pop that there, like so. And again, a nice little fun element. Build up, tell your own story, do what it is that you want to do with it, use the elements that you want to use. I could add a lot more elements on there, but I've kept it nice and simple just to show you how lovely this is. And it really is a gorgeous, it's almost like a scene builder, this one, where you can build your own scene and tell your own little story there, which I absolutely love. I absolutely fell in love with these the minute I clapped eyes on them, and my love affair with them has not waned in the slightest. It's
No,
just
they're
making me
gorgeous.
want to get more and more creative every time I play with them, because they're just such good fun.
They are, and I really love that you can theme these up in different colours, make them feel very different. You could actually do so you could do some patriotic gnomes for the Jubilee, Debbie,
Oh, I
couldn't you?
like that.
I like that idea. And remember what you're getting here, then you're getting these those card panels in here, as well as all of those beautiful different designs. It's such a lovely, vibrant selection of papers. Very, very summery too. 36 sheets in there, 180 GSM. It isn't coated either, so if you want to stamp on it, ink over it, you can do that. The next one here you've got is the Gnome Caravan that you can see just there. But then you're going to get the Gnome Swing, You've got the garden gnome accessories. There's gnome one like you are these ones here. Then we also have the gnome boy with the stamp, the die, and the stencil. You've got the gnome girl there, and then you've also got the embossing folder with the stencils as well. $66.99, $82.85, and you've got a brilliant saving there as well. Right, we are going to take a short break, give you an opportunity to check out those baskets. Whilst you do that, here's all the detail. Well, actually, do you know what? Here's some of the fun stuff we like to get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafters Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick Buy. Get yours now.
Get yours now, right now, go on. Right, we are going to move on. We'll look at even more credit cards because it is a credit card masterclass. Masterclass being when we focus on one sort of certain type of product or one certain type of technique. Nee says that is a very whimsical card. Love that Deirdre card. Mary Rhino loving the colours there as well. I'd love to know what your favourite all-time credit card is. If you've got one, let me know in the comments. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. Right then, let's plough on. Let's have a little look at these. These are brilliant. Again, we looked at those frames earlier. I think these offer you the same amount of versatility because what you've got is your usual creator card die. Huge, big die here for you. We'll still go through things like your Gemini Junior. But then we've sort of disconnected the central element here. And what that means is you can remove that central element and use that on its own, create this. You can remove the central element and use the outside edge on its own to create this. Or you can get this, you put it all together and create something glorious like that. So again, it's all about, I think credit cards are, one of those things. They are, I'm not going to say considered purchase, but they aren't inexpensive dies because you are getting so much metal for your money. But when you're able to get 3 different finished products from them, I think it makes the decision a lot easier. This one here is your celebration cake. This one is your balloon bouquet. Then you've also got your elegant fairy just there. This is your daisies and dragonflies. We've also got the butterfly garden, and then you've got the floral peacock in there too. 81.55, 95.75. I've got a nice saving there for you. And of course, you're going to be able to use your Club Inspire discount as well. It takes it down 65.24 or 76.60, which is amazing. Right, any questions you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Remember as well, we've got another full day coming up tomorrow for you here on Crafters TV. It's a Joe and Craig double-double. No, a triple-double even, actually. We will be here all day tomorrow and all day Sunday. Tomorrow we have got Play Crafts, right? we have got a craft along for you, and we'll also have a craft house as well. It's going to be a lot of fun with myself and Craig. It's the weekend, you know, the bosses aren't here. Things go a little bit wild at the weekend, which is brilliant. Right, Debbie, these are gorgeous, aren't they? Which one would you like to demonstrate?
Well, since it's been a theme running along the day with the dragonflies, I thought, oh, let's go with the dragonflies. Now, what I love about this set of creator cards is, again, that versatility, because in this one, this 2 set of dies is going to offer you 3 possibilities that you can get creative with. And then you can take it out into the world of all your different card folds, your light up boxes, your gift boxes, whatever it is that you want to do with this. It gives you a whole heap of opportunity to get some really lovely makes going with it. And again, it's that versatility for me, which is what I love about any of the dies that we do here at Crafters Companion, that they do more than one thing. Absolute fabulousness, because it gives me, as a crafter, lots of creative ideas in how to use them. So on the front of the card, on the front of the packaging, it actually shows you all those 3 different ways, because I'll just get this die set out for a second to show you what I mean. It comes in 2 parts. So you have this frame piece, and I know you're thinking, well, it's got the dragonfly silhouette cut out. Is it going to cut that? No, it's not, because there's no outside cutting edge on it. The die itself cuts into cardstock, so there's no framework involved in this, so you can cut your cards down. And can I just tell you as well, these are really big dies. These are 5 by 7 inches. That's a big die when you think of how much metal there is, and when you think of all the detail and then all the different ways that you can use this, this just offers you so much craftability. So using this particular die on its own creates this beautiful cutting frame element. Then you've got the second piece, which is that lovely dragonflies. Now this is the bit, again, doesn't cut out total, just so I've got a little bit of colours in there. It doesn't cut out totally, it cuts into cardstock. So by creating this, it creates these beautiful dragonflies cutting directly into the card. And again, on this one, like the butterfly one, it's got liftable wings.
Nice.
That's 2 different ways that you can use it. And then you've got the third way, which is when you combine them both together and cut them out both together, it creates this beautiful decorative piece here. So 3 different ways, hence the title 3 in 1, which for me is what I absolutely love about them. Now I'm going to bring in, and I've used some, excuse me again, tickle galore today.
Oh, got a bit of a tickle on the go there. Joy says, gosh, these are on the way to me. I did not think I needed them at first. Silly girl, she says. Well, I think it is a need, isn't it? It's not a want, it's a need when we talk about credit cards.
Now I'm going to go with a trifold. Now I used and started with a piece of A4 cardstock, and this actually measures in at, well, it's a full piece of the A3 cardstock, but I've actually scored it at 5.5 inches, and then, if I remember rightly, 11 inches, I'm trying to remember that in my head, and I'll cut this and cut that out, scored that out onto that piece, but I've actually trimmed the A3 cardstock, and as you can see, it's quite a big piece of cardstock. I've trimmed it down to 7.5 in width, so it gives me a 3-way trifold of a 7.5 by 5, which I know then that these are going to fit into perfectly, because these are 7 by 5, but it gives me a little bit of an extra frame as well. I could of course cut that down to 5 by the 7 by simply taking off those half-inch increments there, but I thought, well, a full piece of A3 cardstock, cut down to that 7.5 and then scored at 5.5 and 11 gives me this now to create some different ways. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So on this first fold, I'm going to create, in fact, let me get it the right way around because I've done my fold that way. I'm going to just use the frame part. And I'm going to do this in stages. This is a masterclass after all, so I am going to do all 3 stages to show you just how fabulous this is. I'm going to use some low tack tape to hold it in place, and what I've done is centralised it into that first panel, and then I'm going to run this through. Now, pop it on that way, Debbie, because you're going on your large one. Of course, 5 by 7 means it will go through your Gemini Junior and Midi, and even though I'm working on a large piece of cardstock, it's not stopping me from, you know, it won't stop you from using it on your smaller machines.
Okay.
I think though, depending on the style of your card, I'm just trying to get that in flush. And I always say, I'm going to have to turn it. I have to turn it comfortably for myself. It's Friday night.
Make it easy on
It's
yourself.
Friday night, yeah, make it easy for myself. Sometimes
It's
I do...
Friday night. I kept thinking yesterday was Monday, so that's
Did you
why
really?
I can't get my head around the fact that it's Friday today. I mean, this week's gone in a flash, hasn't it, for me?
It has. It has flown by. It really has flown by. Do you know, I'm one of those that I have to wake up in the morning and look at my phone to see what day I'm on.
Oh, me too, Debbie.
I never
And then when
know,
you wake
because
up
I
on
don't work in Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 kind of job anymore.
when you wake up on a day off and you don't know whether you're meant to be somewhere or you're just meant to be in bed, and you've no idea of you, and for that sort of first 8 seconds of the day, you're like, what's going on?
Exactly. It's a horrible feeling, isn't it, that, Joe?
It really
is a horrible feeling. Now, you can see that it's cut out that beautiful frame. So when I lift this off, and I'll just go in there, and I'll try and, I'm going to say stab out then, poke out all my little elements. I mean, in fact, let's see if I've got my little brush. Let me see if I can clean it with my brush and speed that process up.
You're very vigorous with that brush, Debbie.
I am indeed.
Are you?
Sounded like I were really going at it hammer and tongue then. Now, I'm going to just speed this next process up, because the next bit, I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm just going to use my beautiful dragonflies. And again, showing you that cutting in factor. So, I'm going to hold that down and centralise that in the centre of that panel, and then we'll run that.
Oh, what was that?
My fault. Sorry, Joe.
You gave me a nosebleed, Debbie.
I
You
had
gave me
my
a
Gemini
nosebleed.
Mini on the top of my normal Gemini size machine, and I forgot to suction it down onto the top.
Oh, my.
So when I just moved my plates then, it clattered onto the counter. So apologies if that hurt anybody's ears.
If you want to go for the tool starter collection on the bottom of your screen there, you get the die brush, the replacement heads, the pokey tools, and the low-tack tape. Everything you need, really,
All
to
the
get
bits
your die
that I'm
cutting with.
using as well, Joe.
£10.37. That seems really inexpensive. Or $16.77. Great saving there on that, so snap that up.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, lifting this off, and I'm going to take my time, because obviously when you run low tack tape through the machine, it can become quite a high tack, obviously because of the pressure of the machine. So when you're getting it, just lift it from one end and put it towards you, and you shouldn't do any damage to your cardstock. Of course, I've got coated cardstock here, but just lift it up with your pokey tool, and then bring it forward on yourself. There you go. And then take your time when you're lifting this off. And normally I just go behind the back and then lift off and get my die into there. And again, let's just grab my brush part. Can you see the cutting in factor part to it? Absolutely.
Yeah, really great. And I love the fact that it's a liftable as well.
Yeah, lovely liftable wings, which just gives it another element. And of course, now dragonflies, I think our Debbie were telling us facts about dragonflies, weren't we? Because she launched the did she launch the dragonfly collection?
Sorry?
I'm just trying to think. Debbie told us little facts. Miss
35
Fisher.
miles an hour they fly, apparently.
That's it, yeah, she was telling us all these little facts. I launched dragonflies. What am I on? Wait a minute, did I launch dragonflies?
No, it was Debbie Fisher, I
Was
think.
it Debbie? Well, I know I've played with them. And they're beautiful. But she said they've got multiple wings. So you could actually run this through a different coloured cardstock, snip out the wings, and add them into it as well.
Maybe do
to
a
create
vellum
some-
set of wings over the top.
Oh, yeah. Or that fantasy film, if you were lucky to get hold of that fantasy film. That's the right word,
Sorry?
isn't it?
All the fancy film.
Film. What day are you on?
Film, I don't know. I don't know what my own name is at this point of the day, Debbie. We've been here so long.
You can see the two beautiful designs, but what you can then do, Joe, is bring them both in together. And we're all right for time, aren't we? Producer Jamie, we're all right for time? We're all right for time, of course we are. I'm going to
I
use
think we are.
both together, yeah. So I'm just going to give this a little clean. Normally I would use my die cleaning brush for that. But I'm going to use both together, Joe. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to put them both together. So I'm just going to literally hold that down. Oops, hang on a minute. Tape missed completely. Debbie, get hold of some more tape, girl. And then hold that down, and I'm going to pop some more There we go. I've got to put a little bit more just at the bottom and the top as well to hold that in, because now I'm putting both of those dies in together, and this is going to cut out a beautiful, beautiful frame. It really, really is. And both together looks absolutely stunning. Now, I'm just going to flatten my wings a little bit just for a second, and then I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. And again, showing you, and even though it's a larger card, because there's nothing, you know, it's not going to ruin the card, it's not going to split the card or anything like that. I've just pushed the card through until my plates pick up this, well, until my sensors pick up the plates, and then let the machine do all the hard work for you. There's an element of this die as well that you can use. Do you know your purple rubber embossing mat, Joe? You could use that as well to emphasise more of the embossed detail of the die. And I'll show you what I mean in a second by that, because when you do that, Joe, it creates more of an embossed detail. So I'm just going to find that for a second, but I want to just lift off my tape on the outside of those, and I'll show you what I mean. And I'm going to lift there off. I'm going to pop back in my metal shim, not metal shim, plastic shim, pop that down, but now with the blade facing upwards, and then I'm going to bring in my rubber embossing mat. I'm going to take off the magnetic shim, so we're not going to put our magnetic shim through this.
Okey-doke.
We're just going to pop the other cutting plate on and then feed that through the machine again, and I'm just going to take my time because I've got me card. In fact, 2 seconds, Joe.
No,
I want to make sure
Paper Scissors says, I wish I didn't have work tomorrow. I love watching you play your crafts right. Best show of the week. You know the Hottie Scotty is very, very competitive as well, isn't he? Oh, yeah.
Is he really?
I think he is, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's very competitive.
Have
you made the game, Charlotte? Liam's made the game. We might be all right in that case.
I wonder what it is. What game it would be. I wonder what game it would be.
Spot the difference tomorrow.
Thank God I'm not doing it.
Last week it was Eurovision countries.
Oh, did we miss that?
Who played last week? Does anyone know?
Was it Jan?
It was Corin.
I'm sure Jan was here last weekend.
It was Corin and Jan.
Yeah,
who won? Do we know?
You what, love?
Do we know who won? Jan won, did she?
Did Jan win the Eurovision?
Were they all very obscure, Charlotte? Moldova.
Oh, I think I might need to go back and watch that show.
Yeah, I do too.
Although you're very good at your facts. Excuse me, actually, got a bone to pick with you.
What?
Got a bone to pick with you, Mr. Eurovision over
Here
there.
we go, hang on a minute, I'm in trouble here.
I saw a Facebook Live with you and Charlotte. I saw naming. I mean, she was a great quiz mistress, by the way, can I just say. You giving us some grief, as you always do. Poor Charlotte, she didn't deserve it. Just tongue-in-cheek, it is just tongue-in-cheek. But you, naming all the Eurovision winners...
Couldn't name them. What? How bad was that?
Excuse me!
I didn't even... Do you know what?
Excuse me, I talk about them all the time.
I just think I didn't really think about the question properly.
Well, it's Sandy Shaw, Brotherhood of Man as well, isn't they? Bucks Fizz, Sharing the Waves, and I've missed one off. Lulu. Lulu, yes. And when you didn't answer
you
the
name
Bucks Fizz
all the
one,
people that have come second? There's only 18 of them.
Michael Ball was one. Of course, Sam, our gorgeous Sam, this year. Michael Ball.
Cliff Richard twice.
Oh yes, Cliff Richard twice. Yeah,
Gina
never
G.
won it. Gina G. I forgot about Gina G.
Who
one
else?
of the all-time, because a lot of people don't realise that. Just a little bit. A little bit more. They don't recognise that as a Eurovision.
What was the one? Da 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 da. Rock bottom. Who are they?
Is that Lindsay DePaul?
Who?
Is that Lindsay DePaul?
Lindsay DePaul.
I'm sure that's Lindsay DePaul.
We only got 6 so far.
They're very quiet in
We've
our
got 12
race
to
tonight.
go.
They're not. You don't know what we're talking about. Come on, Jamie. Come on, producer Jamie. Surely you know some Eurovision facts.
Who's the one that came second last time? What was her name?
Oh, was it Jade? Not Jade.
No, she didn't. It was before that.
Lucy? Was it Lucy?
No, she came 17th.
Oh, gosh, you're very good at facts, aren't you? Apart from, one.
Who's her name? What's her name?
Are you sure it's not
Not
Jade?
Gemini, they came last.
Javine? No, Javine not done it. Has Javine done it?
Javine didn't come, she didn't come second, no.
I'm sure it was Jade. Jade?
I don't know, I'm giving up now.
No, we're going to have to find
People are bored. I'm going to Google it, Debbie.
There might be people answering, you never know. Don't check those.
You're going to kick yourself because you're going to know all of them.
Well, at least I know my winners. That's all I'm going to say. At least I know my winners, Joe. Second place. Not really sure.
So they were Pearl. No, as Jamie's reading the winners to us. Second places are going for. So I've got it, Debbie. I've got it for you. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Maybe I
Now
haven't
look
got
at this, Joe. While you're having a little peek, I'm just going to show you and super speed this up so you can see. Frame on its own, beautiful. Dragonflies on its own, beautiful. Pop them both together. Oh my days, look at that. It looks incredible. And it's showing you that versatility. Now, the only thing that I've done different with mine is, and I'm just going to push that to one side because I wanted to show you how that worked. But the only thing that I've done different to mine, what I've got pre-prep that I was doing in the room next door, was I've put a few gems in place. And I'm actually going to bring in some of the beautiful, now this is that gorgeous paper pad, if you did get hold of it, was that gorgeous hummingbird paper pad. And I've just popped a couple of little strips just to frame this little piece of the card here. So I'm just going to pop some of that glue just onto the back. And then, oh actually, yeah, I'll do that first. Pop those onto the back. Are you still trying to work out all the second place winners there, Joe?
I've got them all. So it's Pearl Carr and Teddy Johnson.
No idea who we're talking about.
Brian Johnson.
No idea who
The
we're talking
Allisons.
about. Absolutely no idea.
Matt Monroe.
No, Matt Monroe, yeah.
Kathy Kirby.
No idea.
Was that? I believe.
You are
that one.
going right back to the early days.
Cliff Richard, Mary Hopkin.
Oh,
Another bit of
yes.
Mary Hopkin. The New Seekers, The Shadows, Lindsay DePaul and Mike Moran. That was 77. Scott Fitzgerald.
Oh, yes.
Live Report. Never heard of them.
Oh, now then.
Michael Ball. Sonia.
Oh,
Sonia.
How can we forget little
How can we get that
Sonia?
one? Amani in 1998. That was one I was trying to remember. And Sam Ryder in 2022. We only finished outside the top 10 3 times before 2000. We've only finished in the top 10 3 times since. There you are, Eurovision factoids for you there.
Love Eurovision, love it. So I'm going to go back though and watch last week's show because I want to see that play your card right, which is where the Eurovision talk started from. Now I've used some of our textured cardstock that came with that Hummingbird collection because I just want to lift a little bit of colour behind the back of each of my panels and of course neaten it up as well. So I'm going to pop all of those on. Now I've taken care not to pop my glue on the back of the wings because I want the wings to still have that lovely liftable element, which I just think is absolutely beautiful. Plus it adds a little bit of colour underneath as well. So I'm going to do that on all 4 panels, and I am using my dotty tape pen for this. Now we have got dotty tape pen, well currently, I'm just going to say currently in stock.
Oh gosh.
Yep, so I'm going to pop that all the way back of there, and then just in the centre I'm going to use my straight tape one to hold that down.
Debbie,
Yes?
Scrap Paper Scissors says, what is Eurovision? I mean, you must have been hiding. I mean, I thought we'd bored. I mean, it goes to show maybe we haven't bored everyone with it. If there's still people out there, maybe we don't talk about it enough and we should talk about it more next year. What do you think in the gallery?
Now then, where does rock, paper, scissors come from is what I want to know. Where is she based?
I'm not sure. Rock, paper, scissors, where are you?
Yeah, where are you, rock, paper, scissors? I love that name. I just think that's an amazing name. And then lastly, on the back, I'm going to pop for full panel just on the back there. Again, I'm going to take care not to go around. So I'm just going to go around the back of all that lovely filigree, but not over the wings, because I don't want my wings to stick down. So I'm going to pop that. Perhaps I should have done, perhaps I should have stuck my pearls down after I'd done this, because I'm making life sort of tricky for myself. But when you add the panel factor to it, and I'm just going to pop that into the background, not only does it neaten up the back of your card, but it gives you that little bit of a lift with there as well. And then I'm just going to finish it off with, again, going back to those mini expressions. I've used the best wishes on this because I wanted to fill a little bit of that frame there. So I'm just going to see if I can find a foam pad for a sec. Yeah, I've got some.
Okie doke.
A foam pad.
Debbie, you are a wonder, says Joy Sampson. Isn't that lovely? Last week's anagrams were great, says Alison Lee as well. But in answer to Scrap Paper Scissors' question, it is a singing competition in Europe. And it also includes Australia. We started in
63? 60.
No,
I thought
53.
It was 50, I'm sure it was
58.
50s. It was a 66th, and it was a 66th Eurovision Song Contest
doesn't
this
help.
year, but we missed a year.
Yeah.
So we have to deduct that off. So I'm not very good at maths.
So what's 122 minus 67.
I'm going to let Jamie and all the guys do that because I haven't got a clue.
Anyway, it's been going a long time. I'm going to say 58. And it was started after the Second World War in order to bring Europe together via song, wasn't it?
Oh, well, of course, because music really does. And I'll tell you what else brings you together. Crafting.
Oh, yes, it does.
Absolutely. Now, showing you the versatility of these, this is the front panel, and then we're going to open it up into this little trifold where you can see a little sneaky peek of the dragonflies, but bringing it out with the beautiful frame and all together, and you can create something really quite stunning. And that's a trifold card. I gave you those measurements at the start. You can go back and you can watch how to do that, but it's very simple, but look how striking it looks. And I've barely added anything. I'm quite into my sensual pearl at the minute, the hint of silver and gold, and I just think sometimes less is more, and there's not really a great deal added on there apart from textured cardstock at the back, a sentiment on the front, and a couple of little strips with some gems, and you can create something really quite wow factor with these. And again, showing you the versatility. I've got a little bit full pelt with that one and showing you all 3 ways that you can use it. You don't have to. You can use one element of the frame. You could use one element with the dragonflies, the butterflies, the cake, whatever it is design that you're going for, or if you're going for the whole lot, that fabulous price. Or they can combine the two together to create that 3-in-1 versatility. But that's showing you how you can create something really fabulous with these gorgeous dies.
And I think that's what we all want, isn't it? Versatility from the dies that you invest in. These definitely give you that. They really do. And the great thing is, I think you'd never know. If you look at the 2 bottom panels here, you would never know that that's not how that die was intended. It doesn't look like an interchangeable die or a die that you've separated down. So you've got celebration cake there. You have also got this one here, which is your elegant fairy. Do love an your balloon bouquet even. There we are, getting ahead of myself. I do love an elegant fairy though. You've also got the daisies and dragonflies here. The butterfly garden. The Schmetterling, what's garden in German, Debbie? I'll come back to you. You've also got the floral peacock in there as well. Garten, that's it. Schmetterling Garten. 81.55, 95.75, and you can see your platinum price there as well. Kelly Jones says, since you guys talk so much, Eurovision so much, I had to Google to find out what it was last week. We don't have it in the US, so I wasn't familiar. You do have it in the US, Kelly. You've got the Great American Song Contest, which is essentially very similar to Eurovision. And paper says we don't have it in Ohio. Oh, that makes me... Ohio!
I love that.
It makes me sad that you don't have... Do you think they did, in the Great American Song Contest, I wonder if they did, like, link-up voting to all the states, and you could be, like, up next, we're going to say, Ohio to Ohio! That makes me really happy. Right, let's move on. Let's have a little look at this. The Centura, metallic Centura, double-sided paper and card. Oh my gosh, I've never been so pleased to see Tracy. She's just brought us in.
Oh, bless the little heart.
Papa.
She's brought us the cuppa. Oh my God, lovely
Isn't
Tracy,
she an angel?
Thank you.
There you've got, so you've got to get 20 sheets of the paper, 20 sheets of the card. It's so shiny, this Centura. Isn't it shiny, Tracy? Very. Yeah. You've then got, you've then got, I do love her. You've then, how she puts up with us, I'll never know. You've then got 20 sheets of the paper in here too, and you've then got 20 sheets. It's got 80 sheets. 80? What is 80? 11.99 divided by 80. So if it would be, if it was 100 sheets, it would be 12 pence. So you're looking at about 15 pence a sheet. That is off the chart value for money. But it gets even better, because don't buy one. One will cost you £12. For an extra £6, you can have a second one. Oh yeah. If you're in the US, one is £17. For an extra one is $17. You can't spend pounds in the US as much as I've tried. One is $17, but for an extra $8, you will get an extra one as well, which is blooming brilliant. It was Sarah's pick of the show in our Sarah Cartload last night, so don't miss out on that. The other thing that we have for you is the tools. Now, these are brilliant to use with all of your intricate dies, none more so than your creator cards. So what you've got here is you've got the die brush tool, you've got the sponge, and you've got the replacement heads there as well. Then you've got three rolls of the low tack tape, and you'll get a set of pokey tools as well, which is brilliant. 1037 or 1677 there, saving you 35% at 830 or 1342 as a platinum member. Right, up next we are, Joy says, Joe, I can never say the name of the lovely state of Ohio without saying Ohio. There you go. Maybe that will be my legacy, Debbie.
That could well be your legacy.
You know, when people say, what will you be remembered for? And I will say, you know, my pronunciation of American state names. Some of them I can't repeat. This one here, we're going to move on to these now. These are like pure credit card, aren't they? These are kind of going back to where credit cards started. Really big, bold dies. Lots of interest in them. This one's got liftable elements, removable outside edge on the die too, so you can either cut it into your concept or you can cut the panel out. It's completely up to you. This one here is your church. So you can see there, this is your church blessings that you've got. Again, really gorgeous. Really easy to theme these up too, because you know they're die cutting it out for you. But imagine you could put a lovely blue sky behind that church and have a wedding couple in front of it, or you could make that very Christmassy. You could make it a nighttime scene. And it really, this is what we talk about with, you know, when we talk about dies with versatility. This is exactly what you've got here with these. Then we've also got this one. It's your ornate. No, is it? Oh, I've done that all day today, haven't I? I keep losing this chap here. She moons the stars. Bless him. Then you're going to have the ornate cross. You've also got Take Flight. This is my favourite in this collection. I think new baby cards, scrapbook, travel scrapbooks are going to look brilliant. And the rustic rose. Great thing about florals is they are absolutely timeless. And this is definitely one of those. And can we just take a moment? Look at what you're saving. I can't believe these should be £100.
This is amazing.
£100, $117 almost. You're saving 60.45 or 70.71. Platinum members, £31 and change, $36 and change, which means that I don't think you can miss these at that price. They are absolutely brilliant value for money. They were so popular when we brought them to you at the launch price, at the higher price. Brenda says you can only spend pounds if you lose weight in the US. I like that. That's a good one. That is indeed. Debbie, I know you love credit cards, and these are like, this is what I think of when I think of credit cards.
Yeah, absolutely. And can I tell you, when we first brought these out, because I remember launching them, they all sold out. We had to put in a special order in again to get them back in stock because of how popular and how much you love them. And obviously we've got new crafters joining us all the time who've probably never heard of a create a card, who don't know what it means, but it means you can create a card so easily, so quickly, and offers you versatility. This particular set of creator cards comes in a two-part die, which creates a frame and also that lovely decorative element too. So I'm going to start with that gorgeous up and away and showing you the things that you can be doing. So we recently launched some hold and release sheets for our paper piecing elements. That's what you could be using with this die. But of course, this gorgeous, beautiful frame is screaming out for your paper piecing, for your colouring mediums. I absolutely love this one that Wendy did. What Wendy did is very simple to achieve, and I'm just going to lift it up for you so you can get to see that create a card element. She's cut it through some white cardstock. She's then cut the frame out with black and popped it onto the top. Talk about making this easy. Totally easy. And then created in the background there a little wash with our Spectrum Noir watery. Actually, this is Spectrum Noir sparkle pots. Do you know the lovely pots that we had with the sparkle? You could do that with your pens as well. You could do that with your inks. You could simply choose a beautiful background to create. But look how striking that is. Very simple, very easy to achieve. Now, one of the other lovely ones that we do is that gorgeous cross. This ornate cross is absolutely beautiful. And again, that create a card element cut straight into the cardstock if you remove the frame, because you've got that element of cutting straight in. What about this one? Love this. This is, again, another beautiful one that you can do. Maxine created this beauty, and it really is beautiful. Very striking, but lots of different ways that you can use this. Look again how beautiful that is. And that's just taking that die cut and then colouring it in with your colouring mediums. And then lastly, you've got the butterflies. The difference with butterflies is that you've got this gorgeous liftable wings there with those butterflies. But again, cutting into your cardstock means that you can cut out out and create a card quite quickly and quite easily. So let's do that, shall we? So I'm just going to pop those back into there. Now I've made myself a stepper card. However, I'm going to give you the measurements. So you can do a little bit of a screenshot if you want for this one, because I'm going to pop it there and see if our Charlotte can get in. Well, I thought I'd give you a little helping hand. Sometimes when I talk about the measurements, I get a little bit carried away. Say it really quickly, as you know, Joe.
Screen grab, screen grab, screen grab.
Yeah, so screen grab, and I think I've got all the
Screen grab.
Screenshot this. So it's a piece of A3 cardstock that measures at 15 inches by 8.5 inches. And if you screenshot this, these little dotted lines here are where you score. What you need to do though is when you've done the scoring part and you're just taking this 1.25 inches either side, you're going to go from that top score line down to the bottom score line with your craft knife, and you're going to create these little slits. And then simply you're going to fold in on your mountains on the top 3 folds at the top, and then go in with your valley fold and the mountain, the valley and the mountain, and that creates that lovely stepper element, which is what I've done with some of our ivory. I think, oh, wait a minute, fresh ivory fresh. I forgot the colour of it. It's the double-sided one, Centura Pearl A3. Go and check the A3 cardstock out on the website. We've got pastels, we've got white, the snow white into silver,
It's great
into
for
gold.
wedding invites, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got ivory, and we've got this, honestly, beautiful fresh white as well. So it's absolutely beautiful. And then put those measurements into place to create the stepper. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to spread it out. We're going to bring in the die, and I'm going with the Take Flight one for this one, Joe. And this is the element that cuts out the frame. So using these 2 pieces together will cut out a frame, but I'll talk about that in a minute, because what I want to concentrate on is the cutting into factor by simply using this piece here. Now this piece itself has got little areas where there's no cutting edge, so it's the bit that stays connected into the cardstock, and I'm trying to see if that I've cleaned it all. Should have cleaned that before I started, but you're going to pop that and place it into that front panel like so of your stepper card. So again, I'm going to hold this down with some low tack tape. I'm going to keep reusing my low tack tape so it is no more. Pop that on, and I'm just going to centralise that, and this means it's going to stay connected into that front stepper part. I think I'm a bit wonky actually, Joe. Just give me a second while I straighten that up.
Don't want it on the wonk.
Nope, definitely don't want it on the wonk. There we go. Let's pop that back down. And then I'm going to run through my die cutting machine of my normal combination for a thin metal die, and we're going to pop a cutting plate and then the other pieces on top. So the plastic shim, the magnetic shim, and the other cutting plate.
Amazing. So Panda Craft, oh no, sorry, Mary Pat has actually mentioned Eurovision several times during the Great American Song Contest. There you are.
Oh!
Panda says, I love this set. I still haven't used the moon one yet. Mary Rhino says, the Hot Air Blue one is what is one of my favourite all-time creator cards. I made a birthday card with it for one of my daughters with it, and she was so impressed. Daughters, I use these dies all the time. What a bargain. Mary Ryan says, I've got no idea how to screenshot.
Oh, right.
Just take a picture on your camera.
Yeah.
Or it's your home screen and now it's your volume down and your lock button if you're on an iPhone. I know that much.
What you could do when you're watching it, because it gives you the 10-second either rewind or forward, so you could go back to the 10 seconds, keep pressing the 10 seconds till it goes to it, and then pause it, and then write the instructions down. That's what you could do as well. And that's when you're watching it live as well as... There you are. Yeah, that's another way of being able to do it. I was trying to think if I'd said that right, but it is. That's the right way that you can do it as well. But yeah, usually when you're screenshotting, and I ain't got my phone to hand, so otherwise I would have shown you how to do it for those people that don't know how to screenshot. Because we are conscious that, this modern technology, I'm still trying to catch up with it, Joe. I don't know about you. I come from an era that's not used to it.
I can use it pretty much everything. I just don't know how to set things up, or if things go wrong, what to do. I have to call a friend. Like when my computer's storage is too full and it says it won't work anymore, I have to speak to a friend. When my Hotmail inbox was full recently, I had to speak to a friend to get them to delete, mass delete some and get rid of it. I'm not very good, Debbie. I can't set Alexa up. Someone's bought me an Alexa.
I ain't even got a... I can't do it.
Speak
to Craig. Craig, are you in with Craig tomorrow? Craig will get you sorted with that.
Okay.
He's good with things like that. He's very gadgety and he likes his gadgets. He does. Now, when you see that cut through, and I'm just going to, again, knock out those little pieces. So let's just go in and poke out these little pieces. So again, popping that in, and I'm just going to pop it back in.
If you had the hold and release sheet, Debbie, paper piece.
Yes, yes. So we, yeah, I think we mentioned those. I think you might have been busy that pet when I mentioned that earlier. Actually, I think you had to go and get a little sneaky drink of water, didn't you? But yeah, absolutely. Get those. What do they call them again? Hold and release sheets, I think, isn't it? Look how gorgeous that looks, Joe. It's absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. Now, when you take the two pieces, you can go in now with another piece of cardstock, so a coloured piece of cardstock. And when you use that, Joe, and I've popped mine onto onto my Xyron machine at home, I've still got my Xyron machine, you can create now another separate piece that you could then do a bit of paper piecing with if you wanted to, or simply, and I'm just going to pop this on just for a second, let me just move that out of the way for a minute while I just peel this back. But I'm going to bring, oh no, I need that. What are you talking about, Debbie? Get that back. So I'm just going to take that off my sheet for a second, and now I've got a little sticky back that I can actually pop onto, and I'm just going to literally could do a shadow drop if I wanted to.
Nice.
Oh, actually, I think I might go with a shadow drop. Yeah, I'll just take that slight little
Nice, that looks
drop.
great.
Yeah, I was just thinking then, I'm thinking now I'm going to go with a little bit of a shadow drop and just pop that on. Let me just pick that up because I've gone that shadow drop. I've got a little bit off my centre part, but it don't matter, it's fine. We'll bring that in because I do like that shadow drop. I'm going to keep with that. I've started, so I might as well finish. Oh, yep, absolutely. And then again, you've got that lovely piece there that we can then stick the back of it. And I've gone with a piece of cardstock from, I never remember rightly, this is from the Garden, was it the Garden Collection? Oh my days. Garden of Love, Love Garden, what do we call that? Garden of Love. Joe, you'll have to help me out with my paper pads.
I'm racking my brains and Secret Garden?
No.
Garden of Love?
I'm sure it's Garden
Love
of
Garden?
I thought I called it Love Garden, but I think it's...
I'm just repeating what you said, I haven't got a clue.
You little devil, you! I thought you was helping there. I didn't realise you were repeating everything I just said. I can't remember which paper pad it is that I got it from. Oh, it'll come to me. But I'm just going to now stick all my little panels on, Joe, because it just gives it that little lift by adding a little bit of paper back of there. Of course, you could be creating your beautiful background papers, maybe with your cloud stencils, maybe with your inks to create a little bit. I'm just going to open that up, make life easy for yourself, Debbie. Let life easier for yourself. And I'm just going to, yeah, I'm sure it's Garden of Love. Oh, I'm sure somebody will be out there that'll be recognising it and screaming at the streets, screaming at the say it right.
Nearly, Debbie, nearly.
Screaming at the screen. Yes, that's the word I was looking for, Debbie. Screaming at the screen. And then I'm going to go in with just my little pieces at the front. And I've just done myself a couple of little pieces with this one.
Have you said hello? The lovely Linny Jones. Hello, Joe, Debbie, CTV crew, my lovely crafty friends. Joined just at the right time. I adore this balloon die. It is stinking cute, isn't it, Linny?
Absolutely. It's beautiful. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous die. And I'm just going to pop on there little sentiment that I've got, which is just a note. Away. Will it go up? There we go. And there you go, Joe. Again, created a beautiful stepper card. Oops, let come that way. There you go. Beautiful stepper card. And in keeping with the colour theme there, I've chosen like colours matching that paper in the centre. But again, absolutely beautiful. Lots of detail to these, but they're really big. Hence the title, Big Scene. And the two-factor of the creator card is the two-factor with the dies. The frame, cut out a beautiful frame, or take the frame away and it cuts into the cardstock. So again, all your gift boxes, light-up boxes, gift bags, card making, any style of card making, you're going to be able to create using these. But these really are a beautiful big statement piece die, and I absolutely love them. I loved them the first time I launched them, and I'm loving them again today. What I am absolutely loving though is I almost feel like it's a cartload price, Joe, that we've got on that screen. $31.59 or $36.79 for the whole collection of these big dies. That's a lot of metal for your money. And of course that is your Club Platinum price. Even at the £39.49 or $45.99, that is an amazing price. Almost feel like it's worth, you know, giving it away on the cartload prices, but it's a great opportunity to can't get my die back in there, Joe. Put that in a minute. Literally just an amazing deal. Get hold of them now while you can with those gorgeous designs and get creative with them.
Absolutely amazing deal for you. Gorgeous says, Linny's gorgeous says.
What, love?
Lily says, gorgeous, not seen this stuff for a while, love to see them being used again. Just to highlight the price here, I mean, it is an absolutely amazing deal that you've got on these, because you would be looking at, I mean, individually they should be $16.99 each. So essentially as a platinum member, you're paying for 2 of these. So you're going to pay for 2. I'm going to send all of them to you, which is amazing. It's a 60% saving. They are low in stock though, so I don't think we have many of these remaining. If you want to get your hands on them, you will need to be quick. Let me take you back through what you should be getting. Under £32 or $36 if you want to get your hands on these. So this one here is Butterfly Love that you can see. Cut that in or cut them out. It's completely up to you. Then we've got this one here. So this is your church blessings that you can see there. Really gorgeous. Really versatile that as well. Make that summery, make it winter. It's completely up to you. This one here is Moon and Stars, as you can see there. Really beautiful. Then you've got your ornate cross. You have got the Take Flight. And you've also got your rustic roses there as well. $39.49, $45.99. They should be £100 or $117. So it shows you how amazing the value is that you've got these. Snap them up, do not miss them. I've never seen them with a discount anywhere near this, so do pick them up. Mary Rhino says, what a deal. If you don't have them, get them. They are gorgeous. They really, really are. Linny says, Lo, I'm happy to be known as Gorgeous Linny. Love you, Joe. Love you too, Linny. Let me recap some of the Sanntangle items that we saw a little earlier. How many of these have we got left? 3. The next 3 people that check out will be able to get that. That was brand new today. You've never seen that before. It was I believe it was a world exclusive. I know. So grab that one. The other one that we looked at that you guys love was these, the Native Stencil Bundle. So you've got the Native Wolf, someone give him a banana. You've got the Native Dreamcatcher, and you've also got the Native Totem there as well, which is fantastic. So make sure you are taking advantage of those. I mean, that is the last of them. I know we had book 5 that was on the edge of selling out. I would say to you, go over to the website, hit the shop the day button and see what Sanntangle items are left. Plot twist, not very many. Not very many at all. Let me share these with you then. It is the interlace that we're going to look at just here. These are really fantastic. You guys absolutely love these. They're kind of like a nesting die, but not a nesting die. But they do give you really beautiful decorative panels that you can mount your sentiments up to onto. You don't need to use every single element either. You can actually just use pick and choose which elements you'd like to use. So you've got floral lattice. You've also got resplendent rondia. We've got fancy filigree, floral fretwork, entwined hearts, and decadent hearts as well. $67.45 or $76.27, saving you $22.49 or $25.43 there, which is brilliant. So make sure you snap those up. Robin Martin's happy days. My gnomes just arrived. Next day delivery. Superb work from the warehouse. I know they're nailing it at the moment.
That's
the warehouse.
amazing.
We had same day dispatch yesterday, didn't we? We were hearing about, and now we've got next day delivery. Loving it. Right, Debbie, interlace is what we're going to look at. Are we going to do card of the show before we get into this demo? Or are we going to do it after this demo?
We'll do it after. We'll do it after.
You want to get this one in, don't you? That's right. I'm still
I
your
was up till
time.
late last night doing this one. 12:30 I was up doing this one.
Don't forget, we've got to do card of the show and card of the day. So
What was that?
Got to do card of the show and card
Don't
of
you
the-
worry, because I've got it all in my head. I might,
Right,
be able
Rachel-
I might be able to get the next one in as well.
just
So
want
I'm just
public-
that's just saying.
Public service announcement. Rachel,
Yes?
if we run tight on the vote, you know to blame, right? Anyway, Debbie, over to you.
Right, so what I'll do is I'm going to show you the one process of how I'm going to do this, and all I've done is I've just done it 2 other times. So these are gorgeous dyes. These are more of a deeper dish dye. And when I say deeper dish, I mean there are more depth in them than a normal regular thin metal die. So you can cut out a couple of pieces of cardstock at any one time. Now I've lost the other parts of the top. I haven't lost the other parts. I'm thinking there's a piece missing, there's a piece missing. These come in a variety of cutting outs, because all 3 of those cut out separate frames, and then this one cuts out a separate frame for the matte part as well. So there's lots of things you can do with them, hence why they're from the Create a Card range, but under the brand of Intralace, which is that deeper, a deeper depth of metal to cut out multiple layers is what I'm going to go with. But again, an amazing price for a fabulous set of nesting dies, because ultimately that's what they are. They're nesting dies as well. So there's lots of things that you can do with them. And of course, obviously, what we're going to do with them is cut out some gorgeous nesting die elements to them. So let's pop us on, and I'm just going to get hold of my pieces here, because I'm going to go in with, you know, I can tell it's coming to end at day. I always start off really well, and then right towards the end, especially when I put myself under pressure now, saying, yeah, I'm going to get this done, I want to get this done. Putting myself under a bit of pressure now to get it completed, to show you why these are such beautiful dies. You can see a bit of a theme running here as well with me.
You're very pastel and you're very
I
beautiful
have.
this evening, aren't
I
you?
have, I've been, well...
Where's big bold Debbie? That's what I want to know. Normally, you know, you throw in that colour down, there's
Yeah,
sparkles and
sometimes-
gems and... What's going on?
Sometimes it's nice just to tone it down a little bit, isn't it? Because I've had those beautiful gnomes for the last couple of days as well. But I am quite, this might surprise you to know, but I'm quite a subtle girl, you know, when it comes to colour tones as well. I do love, and obviously I love my brights. I am absolutely a colourful girl in that respect. But it is nice to have these subtle tones as well. And we have some beautiful cardstock at Crafters Companion. Head over to the website and go and check out all the amazing cardstock that we have that suits everybody's colour palette, and some, let me just tell you. These are just beautiful though, Joe. I'm just going to give them a quick tap and bring out that gorge. And I mean, that's cut out that perfectly. I could have cut 2 pieces out with that one die, but you can see just how gorgeous this nesting die is. And it really is perfect for all your nesting abilities. And I'm just going to show you that with those 3, like so. And look how beautiful that is.
Really cute.
It is absolutely stunning. Then, of course, you can have a little play around with this.
But they make
and-
lovely frames for foam flowers, these.
Yeah, absolutely. They really are. I'm trying to keep... Oh, let me keep myself together. There we go. Let's push those to one side. Now, I've got this piece. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to create myself a little bit of an easel card. So I've taken the same Centura pearl and just folded it in half. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to overlayer it just a little bit. And because obviously, again, it's from the Intralace die set, it means that I can cut through those pieces. And I'm just going to run that through. And again, pop that through. Literally the most beautiful die set that, again, under that Creator Card title, means that there's lots of things that you can create with them, from cards, from nesting dies. I'm showing you the Creator Card element with them, but they're just beautiful, Joe. I absolutely love these. They really are beautiful dies. And lovely designs as well. I think each one gives you a different design. And then there's nothing to stop you either from doing a bit of mix and matching as well. You could do a bit of mix and matching. Now, I'm just going to speed this little process up just for a second, because I want to show you now what we're going to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a score line through the centre. So I'm going to bring in one that I've already pre-done. So taking your, and I've cut myself multiple mats here, but you're going to put a score line through the centre, and then we're going to pop on there, and again, cut out another full panel to create a beautiful easel card. So I'm going to pop my tape just onto the bottom part, line that up, and then stick that over the top, and I've created a little easel. What I'm then going to do is start to add these panels on as well. So we're going to start to build this up. Now, I'm going to keep it flat. Normally I'd go in a little bit with my foam pads and create a bit of depth, but I'm not going to start asking Tracy at this time of night to start looking around for me for foam pads. So I'm going to lay it all flat and have a little bit of white on white tone, which I absolutely adore. So straight away you can see I've got myself a lovely frame. I'm just going to pop the second one onto the bottom because I want a little bit of a theme going off here. I'm just going to snip off the top, and I'm going to use my dotty tape pen again. Dotty tape pen, perfect for these particular dies, and just layer that up. So straight away I've got myself beautiful matting and layering, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to start building this scene up again. Yeah, I'll do it with my solid one. And of course I would be lifting these with foam pads or with 3D Collal glue. Then I'm going to bring in my little one in the centre and pop that on the centre. And then this one that I've done, I'm going to turn it and have it as a little stopper. But I do need foam pads for this, Joe, so I am going to bring in a couple of little foam pads, one foam pad, just to stick that on there. And this creates now myself a lovely easel card. So I just pop that in. Actually, I'm going a bit higher with that one. And there you go, you've got yourself a lovely easel card. Now, we're going to repeat that a couple more times. So we've got a couple, and I've just, you can see why we're up till 12:30, can't you? Doing them in multi-layers and things. Actually, to be fair though, what was that, producer Jamie?
Jamie wants to do, I think Debbie's going to come in there and fight you, to be honest, Jamie. If you say you've got to do your vote in 1 minute, I mean, she's going to kick right off. I mean,
I don't know what you mean,
it's up
Joe.
to you. She's going to take her jewellery off and be in there.
Well, you see, I've got another demo lined up as well. I've got another demo to get in. Are we?
You're not going to get another demo into part of the show.
How many have we got left? How much have we got left at the show?
15 minutes.
Right, so I can get this one done, no problem. No problem, I promise you, no problem. In fact,
It's more hassle than it's worth, Jamie. It's more hassle than it's worth, mate, believe me.
Yeah, well, poor Jamie is new to the job, God love him. Not that I'm a violent person, Jamie, but I want to get this demo in because...
It is when it stands between her and a gold star, the person that stands between her and a gold star. It's a brave man, Jamie.
Can I tell you, our Jamie is a very talented crafter. Can I just tell you, himself, he's just some amazing work.
Don't resort to flattery, Debbie. You've seen your type before.
He is absolutely super uber talented, but you know how much work goes into your work. Can I just tell you that, Jamie? Can we just say that? You know how much work goes in there, don't you?
This is Debbie saying, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Let's not rush this process, Jamie. Let's not rush this. And then we're going to go in. And again, I wish I'd have started this first. I should have done that, shouldn't I?
Very regal looking, this one, Debbie.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Do you think so? Oh, thank you.
Fit for a queen. Only a couple of weeks now to the Jubilee, Debbie. Can you believe it?
I know.
2 weeks today, isn't it?
Is it really?
Well, they'll be having that big gala concert live from Buckingham Palace 2 weeks today.
Wow, that's
I'll be dancing around to Anastasia and Steps at my hoopla 2 weeks today.
You're kidding, Steps?
Anastasia, yeah.
Really? Oh my days, that's... Oh, I love Steps, as you know. I love Steps, but... oh, that's amazing. I'm going to be in Manchester. Told you, I'm floating home. Well, not my floating home,
I love
someone
that you say
someone else's floating home.
a floating boat, rather, because if it's not a floating boat, it's a sunken boat.
I bet you're wondering, what's she doing with all these 3 panels? But you know
Where
what I'm
are you
going to do?
going with this,
I'm going
Debbie?
to create a bit of a triple easel. I want to show you just how creative you can get with these fabulous dies. Hence me speeding up. You won't mind though, will you, Joe? You're not going to mind. We'll get it in. Rachel, the what is she called again? Social media superstar, won't mind either. She won't, I promise. Although I would have stuck my bases down together at the same point, although Debbie, now there it is, I haven't lost it at all. Let's just pop these panels together first, because we're going to have them a little bit like this, where we're just twisting them slightly. So I'm going to use my tape pen Now, I would at home be using, I'm not going to lie, I would be using some construction tape, which for me is our red liner tape to put this together. And then I would create myself a little base as well. I've just realised my lovely cream one should have gone, oh, it's fine, we'll get there. So I've given myself a little bit of a twisted kind of effect here. I'm going to go in now with my last one because that's going to sit in the centre, but I'm going to have that a little bit higher up because I want that to sit at the back of it. So pop in that around the back. And then what I've got is now 3 panels that I'm going to decorate just at the front. And I have, as if by magic, got my special friend that's going to sit on that centre panel. So I'm just going to lift those 2 flaps up for a second, turn them over. It'll be worth it, Jamie, I promise you, it'll be worth it. Be worth it. How many? Oh, wow.
Jamie's getting a bit panicky. He's getting a bit panicky in there. Rachel says it's just as well I know. I love you, Debbie.
Oh, bless her.
Maybe that'll change after tonight, Rachel. You never know.
But I promise you, just because I spent so much time getting this one ready, I wanted to get it in. I could have saved it for another time, but it's a masterclass.
You do
Joe,
know you're
come
up
on,
against,
it's a masterclass.
You do know you're up against 2 Sannttangles from Susan as well.
Oh, God, I wish I'd saved it now.
Well, I don't know, you know what
I
I
wish I'd
mean?
saved it, it's not worth it. Why have I
Did
done
I just
this
call
now?
Sandra Susan?
Did you call
Did I just call Sandra
is
Susan?
Sandra. You can't forget our Sandra.
No, I wouldn't normally. I don't know. Did I?
Did you call her?
Charlotte, did I call her Susan?
What did you call her? You can't call her. No, her name is Sandra.
Charlotte's fallen asleep. She can't remember.
The little comic. It's our lovely Sandra.
I know
who's
it's
been
Sandra. I don't know where I got
amazing
Susan
today,
from.
Can we just say she's been
Hasn't
absolutely
she?
amazing. And you know what? She's just. I mean, I love her work. So, and what this means is that I can take this home and give this as a lovely birthday card to somebody I've got in mind actually. So I'm not going to worry too much. But let's just get all of this put together.
That's just
because I
reverse
wanted to
psychology now.
show
You just said that so you win. I know you,
No, it
Debbie.
isn't. No, but there you go. Using the interlaced dies. Was it worth it, producer Jamie? Thank
Does
you
look
very
gorgeous.
much.
He's just
Thank you very much.
Jamie's from Essex, and we sound very similar.
But this is a masterclass after all.
I thought you was going to say this is a masterpiece.
Masterclass. It is a masterpiece. It is. Stayed up till 12:30 doing this last night.
Right, should we get demo of the show then?
Shall we what?
Should we get demo of the show ready?
Oh yeah, let me go and get on the other bits then. Let's go get my bits together.
Let me recap what you're getting in. No rush, Debbie, no rush. She's having a swig of tea now. She's having to sit down. Right. Sorry, I'm really making myself laugh. I don't know if you've noticed. This one here is the floral lattice that you've got. You've also got the resplendent oronja. You'll get the fancy filigree, the floral fretwork, the entwined hearts, and also the decadent hearts as well. 67.45, 76.27 is your price here. Card of the show. Go now, Debbie. Go now. Go now.
Right, so our Creator Card Masterclass is number 1, our beautiful floral aperture. So number 1. Number 2, we threw in the gnomes. We thought we'd throw you off slightly, but they've been proving to be so popular, and so that's why we've done another demo.
I think that's going to be card of the show.
Well, do you know what? I'll be honestly, I'm not really bothered which one wins because I've loved every single minute of this show. Number 3 was our beautiful tri-fold 3-in-1 creator card using those gorgeous dragonflies. Number 4 was our beautiful up and away using our lovely muted colours. And number 5 was the one that was worth doing, was our lovely triple easel using our interlaced eyes. So that's not. Have I done 5 demos in a masterclass? Get me. Yes, get me. So 5.
Yeah,
get me. 4.
That was like Debbie when she's been on the Stellas. I loved it.
3, 2, and 1.
Right, you've got 1
decide.
minute. 1 minute to vote. Go now, go now, go now. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. I'm going to recap while you get those votes in and cast. Do you know what happened to Sandra's second card, Debbie?
Yes.
Where is it? The one that won the middle card. The one that won. No, that's not it. We're missing a Sandra. It is Sandra. Gosh, I'm fucking guessing myself now.
Yeah, I think she's took it back with her then.
So we've only got one of Sandra's makes, unfortunately, at the moment.
That's fine, because it's a beauty.
That's all right. Yeah, that it is. 50% more chance of you winning.
Can I just say Sandra's from this morning was stunning. Me
It
and
was.
Becky, I mean, we were like blown
But it
away.
was
so
she did that lovely dragonfly sketches number 2. Do you remember on the on the
I
card?
think she's took them back with her.
Is it in
because
your
they're not
handbag?
here. I promise you I haven't got it. There's no sabotage going off here. I'm not promise you. I'm not trying
I
to
just
sway the
love
rules.
winding Debbie up so much. Sorry, Debbie. Let's go back and have a little look at the garden gnomes again. Look at what you've got there. Those 6 sheets of card panels in here, which are just absolutely brilliant. You've then got all of these beautiful, lovely, vibrant, uplifting sheets of paper in there. Lovely designs here. 36 sheets total, 180 GSM on that one. Card of the show is number 4.
Up and away?
There you go, up.
Well, I say, all that for number 4. Actually, do you know what? To be fair,
Right.
they're all beautiful, and
Do you want to bring the, I'll just finish this pack shot and then I'll do the other vote. Caravan, it's this one. What is happening tonight? All the wheels are coming off, they really are. You'll also get the gnome swing, you've got the garden gnome accessories here, then you've got there's gnome one like you, you've got the gnome boy, gnome girl, superstar DJs. You've then also got as well the gnome scene there too, which is brilliant. All that, $6.99, 82, 85. You're going to bring that card over, Debbie?
yes. Yeah, just bear with me.
Thank you very much. Oh, excellent. There you go. So there's that one. I'll just get the other one. Right. Card of the day. Eyes down. Look in. Is it going to be number 1?
Beautiful. Honestly,
Sandra's
beautiful.
Tangled Wolves. Or number 2, Debbie's Up and Away in her Luftballon. There you go. 1 or 2. Get your votes in. Right. Also, make sure you're snapping up these gnomes, which is fantastic. Right, let's have a little look and a reminder at the flappatures, as I like to call them, the floral apertures, which are these ones here. You know what these have got, Debbie?
Opportunity.
Loads of opportunity, these ones. A great thing about them is that you're able to customise these as well, which I think is brilliant. So you've got 2 dies which make a circle, which are disconnected, or a square, or, you know, an aperture, if you will. But then you can either double them up and use one all the way around, love that, or you can use them the other side, or use half and half. It's completely up to you. Let me run you through what you've got in here. Then you've got spring blooms. You've got the floral delights. There, no, you've got spring blooms, floral arch, floral delights, nouveau roses, which are these ones just here. And we've got the butterfly heart. And we have also got then the opulent dragonflies in here as well. $47.99, $61.95 is your price. You're a platinum member. Oh, hello, oi oi, $38.39, $49.56. Absolutely loving that. Brilliant, brilliant value. Remember also what's happening tomorrow here on Crafters TV, because it's a jam-packed weekend. I mean, we've only just started the weekend for you. Myself and Craig will be up at 11 a.m. / 6 a.m. for Play Your Crafts Right. That will be loads of fun. 2 p.m. / 9 a.m. will be craft along, so make sure you join us that. Craig doesn't really do craft alongs that often. I wonder what is the craft along tomorrow? Cute characters.
Oh, wait till you see what he's got.
Do you think maybe I haven't crafted along in a long
seen
time?
It. It's beautiful. It's
haven't
beautiful.
crafted along
It's
in a
lovely,
while.
like a scrapbook kind of page, kind of thing. It's beautiful. It's honestly gorgeous. So it's
And
going to be a good
then
one. That one. Yeah.
Craft House in the evening, cute cards for kids. Do you know what they've thought? We're going to put a kids crafting class on. Let's find the 2 people that love kids the least, and they've put us on. Me and Craig are not. We're not children types, are we? Let's face it.
Oh, I think Craig is.
That'll be interesting. It really will. Demo of the day, Debbie.
Not me. That's
Number
Sandra.
2.
What?
Number 2.
No way, Ozzy.
Yeah, yes.
No way.
Number 2 is a card of the day. Amazing. Well done, Debbie. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you.
When are you back with us then? You got a bit of a break now, did you say?
Yes, because I am going to Hobby Maker Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, actually, I'm going down Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday. And then I'm going to have a little bit of a break because I'm going on holiday for about 10 days.
On a floating boat?
But I will be back here on Monday, and I think it's Monday the 6th of June. That rings a bell.
Oh, well,
I
we'll
think
get
it's
a
Monday
few
the
days
6th.
together then, because I don't go until the 15th.
Yes, so, and I think we are together. I think it's my first day back is with you, Joe, I think. So I'll be back on Monday the 6th of June. So, honestly, the things that we've got coming up in the next, next week, we literally can't wait to bring you all the new launches, all the fabulous shows, the craft-alongs, the award-winning craft-alongs. We've got so much packed over the next few days. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'll see you back, and I think I've got a new launch when I come back. If I
check
remember
you
right.
out. Look, you're just swanning into a place to a new...
with a new launch, but yes.
Swanning into a new launch.
But yeah, we've got some fabulous things. So I shall bid you a fond farewell for now, but keep your eyes peeled on my social media page. I'll probably pop a post or two in there to keep telling you what I'm getting up to. But yeah, it's going to be a nice few days off. I'm looking forward to it.
It's been amazing. We've had a lovely couple of days together, haven't we, Debbie? Lovely to see you off in style. See you off in style. Like she's leaving forever. It's not the case. She's only going for a couple of weeks. Right. Don't forget to check out your baskets, you lovely lot out there. Remember what's happening tomorrow as well. So you've got the wake up call. You've also got, of course, that craft along and a craft house coming. Don't forget as well, because we had a few gremlins, we had a few gnomes in the system last night during our Sarah Cartload. We decided to keep the deals live for you until the end of Monday, in fact, the whole weekend. So make sure you head over to the website, click the offers as well, and go and have a little look at all of those awesome products. We've got a weekend super saver. Hello, what is the weekend super saver? Oh, a mystery bag. Do you know what? I'm going to be mysterious, Debbie.
Yes.
I'm going to say join us tomorrow and we'll tell you what's in the mystery bag. We'll tell you what the mystery bag theme is. But I know what? You know what? You're going to love it. I know you're going to love it. I really, really do. Right. Have a glorious... If you're over stateside, enjoy what's left of the rest of your day. If you're here in the UK and Europe, enjoy the rest of your evening. Debbie, have a fantastic break. Thank you to the team in the gallery. Thank you to the team backstage as well. Of course, thank you. Thank you, of course, to all of you lot as well. We'll see you back here to kick off an action-packed weekend with me and Craig tomorrow. Chowsers!